Welcome, everybody, to episode 14 of Heroes of Absalom, brought to you by Three Kobolds Gaming. Oh man, we have such an amazing show planned for you guys as we continue this crazy Royal Rumble.
The only show I want to see is Will drink as much water out of that gallon as he can possibly.
Yeah, I
know.
Right?
Before we go live, Will just goes.
So
I was like, I'm feeling parched as the last 4 bars of the intro start.
Oh my god.
Just slam it up, got some on my face.
And I feel like an idiot for drinking out of this very small hydro flap.
No, this thing is great. It's got time markers, so like by a certain point in the day, like it has your water mapped out for you. It could not be easier. It's great. It's full gallon, keeps you well hydrated, like a well-oiled machine. This DM is.
That's how you DM.
That's how you do it.
Hot, we're just gonna do DM hot tips. Jack,
I'm-
what's your hot tip?
So hydrated.
What's your hot tip? Because
That's
we
my
have
hot
one.
tip.
Yeah, your hot DM tip.
I mean, in addition to having hydration, you always got to make sure you got to have pocket snacks. You never know when you're going to get a little
That's
bit.
true.
You never
I've
know
played a
when you're
lot
going to
of
get a little
games.
bit hungry, and if you just got like some granola in the back pocket, you're really set up for success there.
A lot of
Pocket
games
snacks.
with you.
Pocket
I've seen it
granola.
happen.
Because you can't keep
Much
snacks
more
out. There's too much like
helpful.
there's like dice and pens and character sheets. There's too much stuff on the table.
You guys are
got
lucky you can't
pockets
see
that
my
are
desk right
completely
now.
Ready.
It doubles as pocket sand for any incoming.
Pocket granola.
Yeah, for the assassin trying to sneak into your apartment while you're GMing, you just throw some granola at them, they won't see it coming.
My tip is that you have to dress functionally. Because my only critique of Will's GMing for today is going to be that sometimes when you're GMing, it's literally the hot seat, and how many times, guys, in the Kingmaker campaign would I have to take off layers because we're just sweating in that apartment?
Well,
You know?
You were
Frequently, but that's also just who you are, Gray.
I was gonna say,
I also jump around a lot, so maybe
you
this is only a
never
me tip.
you never wore a shirt in the first place, so I don't know what layers you're talking about taking off.
it was a mixture of Ben's central heating being far too effective, and Gray just jumping across the room at any given opportunity.
At any moment.
I don't sit at all when I GM, like whatsoever. It's a
You
lot
do
of
sit,
standing.
but you sit. I'm gonna like hurt myself doing this. But
You would sit
on the
on the
chair
back
like
of the
this.
chair.
You sit like on the back, and your feet are in the seat place. And my chair is literally gonna fall over doing this. You sit on a chair like a bird, perched on a tree.
Ready to strike at his players. Well, we
So I
come
guess
back
it's
to
an
you after
individualized event.
a hectic week last week. But we're going to jump right back in because we return to our hearty handful of hectic heroes as they continue their
Dumb.
underground battle as a team known as the Secreteers, competing in Princess Puddles.
A hearty handful.
A hearty handful of hectic heroes.
Applies to both Hectic Heroes and Pocket Granola if you're
And
paying
Pocket
attention.
It is a hearty handful, and it's like good for your heart, but it's also like hearty.
And it can be pretty hectic if you're just throwing around pocket granola.
Pocket Granola, yeah.
Jack does just throw it at his face, catches what he catches. So.
You gotta keep extra because you don't always make it.
You all are competing in Princess Puddle's Royal Rumble. This gathering of illicit and illegal players is proving to be rather rowdy as they attempt to display their power to the other figureheads of Absalom's most shady and seedy businesses. After arriving on the predetermined day to the Brooktown Brewery, the Secreteers descend into the tunnels below, finding a strange complex of rooms housing the 7 other teams and a number of goblin and hobgoblin workers. They meet up with their scouter, or their talent scout, Ears, who gives them the rundown on the loose rules of the tournament. To raise 2 of 3 flags in their color before the other team, or to completely incapacitate their rivals. And should they continue winning, they will have 3 rounds that they must win to claim the prize. Of what did we agree on? 220 gold?
Who knows?
I think it was 500.
That you all
60 maybe?
negotiated with Ears.
The key to the city of Absalom, I think, is a
Naturally,
right, well,
naturally, the illegal criminal lords would have the key to the
They
city.
got one. Yeah.
The team is given a moment to prepare before they are led into the arena, a large cavern that has been widened and hollowed out for this event, with benches in VIP boxes being worked into the sides of the cave. Imagine, if you will, the arena in Avatar: The Last Airbender in the first book, where Aang fights King Boomy.
Okay.
That is that's the gist, where they have this massive cavern with this like sand and gravel bottom, and all around the sides are just like benches of people just random Absalomians of all colors, creeds, sizes, all here just for a good time in what is promising and so far playing out to be just a spectacle, an unrivaled spectacle. Standing prominently, however, in the most luxurious box in the long end of one of the sides of the arena is a VIP box. A VIP box with 9 of the most influential criminal leaders in Absalom, whose game the Secreteers have now been drawn into. In the center of the 9 seats of power, Princess Puddles, the hobgoblin host and most prominent power broker in the Puddles. She is your sponsor, the Secreteers. She is the one whose name that you are fighting under. Also identified were Cass Haymitch, the leader of the infamous group of all-female assassins known as the Garrote Sisterhood, who were in the fight prior to yours, as well as Brayman Seicha, the leader of the Brine Guard, a group of prison wardens from the Brine prison, who are seemingly up to some less than legal business in their off hours. 6 more mysterious figures still remain unknown to the group, though you do have a few names floating around. You haven't put them to faces. But after the close of your first round, nearly losing to some devilish planning from the Brine Guard, the Secreteers now stand scattered across the arena as the crowd roars, cheering their triumph as the cleanup crew begins their work in preparation for the next fight. You all stand there in the center of this booming cavern, now the echoes of this massive crowd around you just flying off of the sides and amplifying in the center where you are, almost drowning out all of your other senses with just the sheer weight of the noise pressed in around you. But most notable of all is Princess Puddles herself standing in proud display in the VIP box, slamming her mace, almost scepter-like, into the ground, pointing a hand out at Bremen Seicha and giving a hearty laugh right into his face. As he sits, gripping the sides of his chairs, you can see his knuckles are white, but he's trying to maintain this look of cold composure after his team was thoroughly embarrassed. I would like Twinkle Toes to go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Ooh, okay. That's cocked. That's cocked again. I'm not gonna use that dice. It keeps landing on the ridge. Okay, that's gonna be a 12. A 12.
What's your modifier?
12. Plus 6.
Plus 6. And Baster, what's your modifier for no particular reason?
Oh boy. Let's just pulling that up.
For perception?
Plus 5.
Plus 5. As you all are scanning about, you see the remainder of this VIP box, as they are the most prominently displayed, and they have the least distraction around them. They're not like part of a large crowd. They are figureheads that are displayed in front of you. You, as I mentioned, have identified Cass Haymitch, a woman looks to be of either elven or half-elven descent, with a fully shaved head, this like pale, almost necrotic white, you can't tell from here if it's face paint or makeup or just the complexion that she has, but this pale, like almost undead, like white, like no color to her face whatsoever, and this large black eye patch over her right eye. Also mentioned was Bremen Seicha, a human man in these like almost luxurious, like velvet looking black robes with red accents. And I think you all identified it last week, but he wears the markings of
Copper Hand.
No, not the Copper Hand. The markings of Cheliax.
Oh, right. Yes, we did.
Who wears the Copper Hand?
We just saw some rando.
Guys that were
We got
fighting when we went to the...
That
some
is a good question. You do notice that one of the figures seated all the way on the right, does have a patch of the copper hand.
Nailed it.
You see that she is wearing this like overcoat. It almost looks like if you would imagine like the British redcoats, except in a Royal Navy blue, with black and brown like undershirts. You can tell that she is a human woman, but she is dressed as if she were like a male army officer or some such rank, almost in a lord's trappings, much against what you would consider standard Absalom noble clothing. For a woman, she's wearing what would be considered lord's dress. You also notice you're not getting a good enough look with your perception and the weight of the crowd around you. Twinkletoes, you live for the performance, and the crowd, the adoration of the crowd around you kind of drowns out your intent to gain more information as you just kind of default to basking in the glory that you've created. You all also notice a dwarven man of dark complexion with looks to be of Osirian descent, as well as a halfling woman who is seated next to Princess Puddles, who appears to be displaying what you would consider to be the colors of a pirate crew. You can tell very distinctly that where there would be heraldry on her clothing, is actually the flag of some, or at least a coded flag of what would be considered a privateer or pirate crew. As you all continue to kind of bask in the adoration, crews of goblins and hobgoblins assemble around you, raking out the blood from the sand, resetting some of the chests that had been looted, and pulling and dragging the unconscious bodies of those who were knocked unconscious, as two of the members of the Brine Guard were left standing because of your victory by flag. They make their way off through the exit underneath the VIP box, up past the northern flag, and you all are directed back down the hallway, back towards your green room, by one of the hobgoblins coming up and says, "Good job, good fight, good fun." And then follow back to your room. You have 20 minutes to prepare for your next fight.
Oh crap! Only 20 minutes.
I don't know if we said this either, but a hobgoblin's just kind of like a really big grayish goblin. For anyone that doesn't know.
For those who are familiar with first edition hobgoblins, second edition hobgoblins, they did a bit of a change, a bit of an about face. They are like entirely covered in fur now. So they're really interesting in the redesign that they did. Just the visual redesign. They look like a larger goblin who has been entirely covered in a fur.
I just picture like Wookiees or something.
Yeah, kind of. I picture that too a little bit.
They still have like their faces aren't covered in hair, like a Wookiees
Like
would be.
goblin-y.
Yeah, but like fuzzy goblins. Yeah.
In the
They sound
first
so
campaign,
cute.
Will and I played together. A couple of our friends made a hobgoblin and elf combo that was based off of Chewie and Han Solo.
Nice.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Only played like 2 sessions with that pairing.
You all make it back after following back down the tunnels that you were led through to the arena. You make it back to your room. Ears sees you all enter. Oh, good. Yeah, you're all conscious. That it's a good sign. Yes, yeah, you all did well.
Shark is like limping in, but trying not to show it.
Yeah, so is the doctor.
Shark took
Twinkle Toes is fine.
like 30 points of damage.
So a little worse for wear, but you made it through the first round. Yeah,
I'm
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
survived.
We certainly did, yes.
good, because the more you win, the more money you get. So you keep winning, you'll be fine. You'll be all right, kid.
The doctor's gonna instantly start patching up Shark and himself because I think the two of us are the two most injured. Does anyone else need healing?
No.
I can-
My enfeeblement has faded now, right?
Yes, that only lasted a minute. So,
Right.
so you all have 20 minutes. In
So I
that
can heal
time,
2 people.
yeah, you can do 2 downtime activities, which tend to take about 10 minutes. In this case, treating wounds. You can also, for instance, repair items like shields that have been broken. In that time, there are a number of different downtime actions that take 10-minute increments. So I have treat wounds from Dr. Forsyth on Dr. Forsyth and Shark, yes?
Yes, he'll spend his 20 minutes treating Shark and himself.
All right, you were talking big numbers before. Let's see your big numbers, Mr. Heel
Dude,
Man.
I'm so excited. I am gonna actually roll for this. I'm not gonna use assurance because I get some cool bonuses if I roll high enough. Oh my god, which I do. It's a natural 19.
So
all
the
right.
way assurance works, I'm pretty sure is I'm fairly certain about this. It's not that you like assurance, like even if you can't roll under the number, that is 10 plus your modifier. That's the feat.
Yeah.
So like
Um,
you roll all the time, but like
Oh wait,
if you
no.
roll
No.
under yeah.
I don't think that's not what
No,
I
it's
interpret.
like you can choose to take assurance or you roll.
Yeah, so it says you can forego rolling a skill check to instead take a 10 plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
In that
either
specific
take a
skill.
static number
Skill.
if you think you're going to pass, or you can still roll to try to get a better result.
Yeah.
But you take the risk of completely failing
I'm
it.
rolling too low.
Shark, you get 28 hit points back.
Whew.
Wow.
Oh,
Now, walk me through why that's so high, please.
Sure.
Because he said so. Because he said it out loud.
I
and that's
mean-
what I did, yeah.
I mean, I just want to double check, man. That's,
No, and that's a normal success. That's not a critical success.
yeah, but that's an
So
entire
that's-
character's health. So,
So a normal success is 2d8 points of healing. I rolled
Sure.
a 4 and a 7, so that's 11 of that 28. Then I rolled a natural 19 plus my medicine skill, which is plus 9. So I rolled a total of a 28.
sure.
And if I beat a DC 20 on a treat wounds, you get an additional flat 10 hit points added. And
21.
as a medic, that's up to 5 more, so a static 15.
26.
And then because of my methodology as an investigator, I get my level added to any treat wounds or
28.
battle medic.
Jesus.
That's
Okay, all right. That's,
Good
um,
28 points of healing.
And so these bonuses are these untyped bonuses, so they stack? Are they just completely unstack? Does stacking affect anything here?
fairly certain all those would stack.
Is type bonuses a thing in Pathfinder 2nd Edition?
it is. It's just less prevalent.
Yes. Well, the medic dedication specifically says it just increases.
Yeah, so that's an untyped
Right,
bonus,
right,
so that's fine.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the methodology one is I get. It doesn't say what type of bonus it is.
I think normally if something's not going to
Normally-
stack, it's because they come from similar places.
Yeah.
Like if you have 2 feats, but because they're coming
Yeah.
from vastly different, like your methodology and your class.
And
whatever.
what second edition did is they started using this phrases like increases by to avoid this like do bonuses stack sort of
Yeah.
thing. Because if it just says increases, then like of course it's going to go along with everything else. It,
Yeah.
it strictly makes the number higher. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
And-
I don't think. Does anybody else have anything they want to do in this downtime? Penumbra's chilling.
Does
Did
anyone
you
else
use a
need
focus point, Penumbra?
No, I did not.
Oh,
Exclusively
okay.
spells.
Okay. Bastro, any spells that you want to cast on anybody?
No, not during our downtime. I was
Okay.
gonna heal, but someone covered that.
Okay. So,
Showing.
I could heal Dr. Forsyth, but I don't think he'll like the type of healing I can provide.
Oh.
Yeah, probably not a good idea. Yeah.
I just rolled for myself and I'm back at full.
Okay, there we go.
I am very full of hit points.
We'll save Bastro's spell slots for combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, save the spell slots.
Leave the cannoli.
so you all go about taking your time, resting in what little time you have. Dr. Xavier Forsyth taking the time to patch up the most critically injured of you. There's still like some cheap wine, some bread and cheese to nibble on. As your nerves kind of settle, you might get a bit of that hunger, that replenishment of calories that you need. But
Shark throws the bowl and says, "I said green gummy bears."
I'm sorry, boss. We only had red. They only make red gummy bears.
He just throws them one at a time at whoever said it.
Another goblin just slinks away into the corner. Now,
Do we know anything about who has been eliminated or who's lost? Trying to keep track of who we could be facing
For the
against.
bracket.
yeah.
yeah,
So
that's
if you
good bracket
ask, well, so first off, you would know that the what appeared to be the worshippers of Zon-Kuthon, who fought the Garrote Sisterhood.
Mhm.
You all saw that the Garrote Sisterhood, as you came on, had won that particular battle.
Yeah, the Kuthonites are eliminated, I assume.
Yes. The match afterwards, there's like a goblin who runs in to let you all know that the Abendego Avengers defeated the Scarlet Scorpions.
Didn't know anything about the Scarlet Scorpions, but okay, good to know. Abendego Avengers are still in.
And finally, the Copper Cutters
God.
defeated the. Are you good? Are you
Yes.
just gonna? No, I just want to
Keep
make sure.
gasping. Yeah.
No, I don't want to.
No, I'm
interrupt. I
just-
don't want to interrupt you or anything.
Perpetually surprised.
The Copper Cutters defeated Shaylin's Smile.
Oh, those bastards.
How rude.
Yeah.
How rude.
How's Amoset and Nez's people doing? Probably chilling.
Those were the Scarlet Scorpions.
Oh, okay.
And Mel's has more information if you have any specific questions.
Does he know who we're fighting next?
It would entirely depend. So as you're having this conversation, you would not know because most of the matches hadn't been finished yet. And once all the matches are finished, they draw new rounds. So that you won't know. You just know who's won so far. But if you have any specific questions, he can answer to the best of his knowledge.
So I actually do have another question. Is the map the same every time, or are the flags placed in different areas of the map?
As far as I'm aware, the flags are always in the same spot. I mean, they did a lot of work on. Shock, you saw it. It's crazy now. They did a lot of work on the place. I figure they made it to a specific design to keep it that way. You know.
It's a good design. I really like the arena.
It took like a month and a half for like 50 goblins. It's crazy. You should have seen it.
It's very impressive. I hope they were well compensated.
That's almost-
I mean,
There are also enough goblins to put together at least the first act of The Ghost and the Pumpkin.
At least
I
the first
need
act,
to see
yes.
this play.
Perhaps we could
Yes, I
get the
must see
number.
this show. I
Perhaps
must
we
see
get the number of the
The
contract.
Spectre and the
work,
Gourd,
like,
yes.
Possibly. The Spectre and the Gourd was a nasty human spin-off. They completely insulted our entire culture. Don't you ever bring that up.
Yes, I do
I just
believe
saw
if
it at the
we
local theater. I'm sorry.
If we inquire about these goblins after their time here, we could maybe get them onto some conscripted theater work. But
Yes, catch them before they leave town. It's not
a,
often.
a conversation for another time, Shark. Perhaps this is an important battle, and we can't be worried about our
I mean,
culture.
it
And
might be a good time to get the entire script together. Perhaps we could just sit down here. No? Alright.
we do
I
have
mean-
15 minutes left.
Maybe we could talk a bit of strategy before we go in.
I agree with Twinkle Toes. Actually, I think our last strategy, dividing into two groups, was well done. But I think the
I think we
Goblin
should think
team,
a bit more about who goes where though.
right? The
you know.
Goblin team was lacking on ranged weaponry, so I think maybe Dr. Forsyth or Twinkle Toes should go with them next time.
Well, no, this time I'm just not going to climb. I'm going to stay on the ground and cover my brother from the ground. Starting to climb was a complete waste of time for me.
Oh, I can't climb. That's yeah.
I can
Well, no.
certainly take care of the climbing.
No, he's
So
quite
I
the
could
climber.
go with you and cover your back, but maybe Shark could go down the middle. Like you seem. Can you swim? Are you a good swimmer?
Yes, us goblins are quite good swimmers. Our
Okay.
heads
So
are very
maybe-
buoyant.
Maybe you could head.
On account of all of the air in there.
Well, as you can see,
Yeah.
my head makes up about 40% of my body, and so it really is quite buoyant.
It's almost
And you're sure
40%
Desmond won't, like,
nitrogen,
wash
by the
away?
way.
I worked a summer as a buoy offshore, so
It's much better than that summer as a crab pot.
it was quite boring, but it paid well, and my skin looked amazing.
Oh my god.
As long as you brought something to do, you were doing all right. You
All
had
that
some
time
reading
in the
material,
cold water.
yeah.
Yeah.
Getting distracted.
Down the middle.
I like this plan.
No, it's
All
bringing
right.
me back to my days, head just above the waves, floating on and on.
So Penumbra and I will go south. Shark sideways. I don't know whether we'll be blue or red this time.
I'll go
Shark
down.
could be the wild card.
Summer's a buoy.
It's a good
Penumbra,
summer
if
gig,
you
man.
go,
What can I say?
If you go straight to the flag, then I can get the chests along the way. Or if you want to stop at them as well.
No, I believe that my best strategy is to simply make it to the climbing as soon as possible, get that out of the way. I can fend for myself on the wall, as long as I'm covered by someone else. I can fight for my own on there, but getting to the top of there and then raising the flag is probably my best endeavor.
Wonderful. I will have your back.
He
Will,
nods.
Yes.
last match, Baster had gotten a vial of red liquid out of a chest. Was he able to keep that? He wasn't able to identify
No,
it.
all of the items that you were asked for were that were not used were replaced or
I
were
see, yeah.
asked for by the Goblin crew so that they could replace them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I forgot to
Master
mention
and
that.
Shark, am I joining you up the middle then?
I think you and I, Dr. Forsyth, we should go for the North flag. We did that last time.
I
We
believe
did
it's-
that pretty well.
Shark alone in the middle?
I do wonder, though, if you might go as a three-man unit between the two flags. It seems as though moving between those two is not all that difficult, and so perhaps you could simply move and adjust as needed.
Maybe one of you could head towards the tower to
I like
guard
that.
the other two. As they go towards the
Interesting.
flag.
That's actually, yeah. I
Take the high ground, and then two people go for the flags, yeah.
Do you have significant ranged abilities?
I have one spell with a ranged ability.
What? I have a bow. I just worry that if anyone gets really hurt, I won't be able to get to them in time. But I can go to the tower.
We all
I'll-
have potions. We all
if-
have potions.
That too, and I'll be with Shark if he wants to come with me to the North
True.
flag while
I
you
can go
take
to
the tower.
I can go
Okay.
to the tower.
And I'll
like
I'll
that.
heal Shark
Good idea.
if necessary.
Well, I think Shark is going to go to the middle. You're going to go north, and Dr. Forsyth to the tower.
Yes.
I can work too. I can work too.
I'll be
Excellent.
Overwatch of the two.
I think all of us have potions on us, so
Yeah.
use them. You know.
Shark
Yes,
has
we
his
all
limits.
have potions in our pockets, and Penumbra looks in his pockets, and there are no potions. But I'll be fine.
And as you're doing
Well,
this,
I have some, and I'll be with you.
as you're doing this, Dr. Forsyth is just like casually wrapping bandages around Shark's just profusely
Yeah.
bleeding leg.
Some of that like boxer like sticky gum on his face to stop bleeding.
Just like clamping arteries with his forefingers, like having a grand old time.
Stop!
Penumbra, I have a potion, a lesser healing potion. Do you want that?
No. I believe I'll be alright.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's better used by other characters or the people who might be in stickier situations than I can find myself in.
And your conversation comes to a somewhat natural close as you hear another thunk, thunk, thunk on the door of one of the hobgoblins, who now opens it up and ushers for you all to follow. Once more, you are led down the chamber, though this time, instead of taking a left at the crossroads, you take a right, presumably headed to the opposite side of the arena.
Red side, baby.
And
Left
as you all turn, you look back towards the left side and see
Left side?
a motley crew heading opposite of you
Oh my
down the
god.
tunnel.
Crew.
We're
We
getting
didn't even need tickets. This is awesome. Are they
Yeah.
a halftime show?
At
Is
the
this the real
back,
deal or a cover band?
at the back of which you see a cloaked figure clad in black, who sees you all, pulls a knife from their belt pouch and just points it at you all as they walk down the opposite direction. They are,
Right in our life.
how you might say, very edgy.
But do they
They're
have
that
it?
boy band where they're all turned around wearing the leather jacket.
Ooh,
Basically.
yeah. That's a good one.
Are they snapping the whole time? While
Yeah, and you hear this this faint jazz music begin to build in the background. It sounds like 1920s New York. It's crazy. You continue around to the other side of the arena, and I'll just throw it on the map for no particular reason.
Why not? Yeah, why not?
You all are met with this. Let me make sure the stream gets a good view here.
Can we have start like entered in a different arrangement than?
Yeah, you guys can move yourself about in there as in whatever order that you want.
Yeah, let's get south side team on the south side of the map.
The thing is, the tower here is more southern on this side. Okay.
Let's get some combat music rolling.
Boom.
Get some joms.
The GM asks, and it shall be delivered.
Let me see what I can do about this map. The map doesn't
These guys are
quite...
seriously
So-
edgy. What?
Yeah, like I said.
In that case, should Forsyth go south with?
I think Forsyth, excuse me, should go with Shark just down the middle, and then he should be able to make it to that tower.
Tell me I
Alright.
don't pass at the top.
So, quick reminder, there are 3 flags. One here at the top of a 25-foot tall stone tower with sheer walls. One in the center of this sand pit, the sand island, on a layer of bricks that doesn't obstruct view. And one all the way to the north here in this like complex, almost like, Jack, I think you had the best description, this like paintball arena like structure.
Yeah.
Laser tag, yeah.
Or laser tag, yeah. There are 2 15-foot tall towers here and there, with the ramps leading up to them. 2 buildings that are just stone buildings, very straightforward, no doors or anything. Any of these stone walls that you see here are 15 feet and obviously made of stone. These wooden walls, however, are about 3 feet. For some of you, that's about waist height. For some of you, that's about eye level. So
Full
just-
cover is what I heard.
just keep that in mind as you are moving around the map. There are also these large stone pillars that seem to have been left to maintain some form of structural integrity as this cavern was carved out. Furthermore, a number of chests are dotted around the map, 1 in each of the corners, 2 at the front of each starting area, and then others, at least 1 near each of the flags, and a few others dotted around the map as well. As you all are led out into the arena, once more, you see the goblin with the wand amplifying his voice from the box begin to say, "Ladies and gentlemen, the start of round 2 has come. We have the Copper Cutters versus the Secreteers." And you hear like chants going off, "Copper Cutters, Copper Cutters," and then just "Secreteers, Secreteers," as you now have, like, from your first win, drawn a small section of the audience into your favor.
Yes.
Very likable.
And you see from the booth at the top, you see Princess Puddles staring down, all the way down along the row, like bent forward, hand on her chin, arm on her waist or her knee, looking down, smirking at the woman with the copper hand insignia, all the way at the end.
I want Princess Puddle's smugness to just last for the rest of my life. Like, I want that energy to be persistent and infectious across the entire arena.
You all have a few moments to take in the situation before you hear the announcer. "Blue team, are you ready?" And they all, like, give this thumbs up or a wave. Some of them are looking around, just like, you know, raising a fist, pumping the crowd. Then the goblin turns back to you all. "Red team, are you ready?"
Penumbra's gonna put a thumb up to the guy, but then he's just gonna draw it across his neck as he looks at the guys across the arena.
Speaking of the energy in this room,
Shark gets in a sprinter squat and gives a stern nod.
Gets on 4.
then
Master's
you hear
just shadow
Goes,
boxing
does a
again.
back handspring.
3, 2, 1, and then the bell is rung from behind the VIP box, and I'd like everyone to go ahead and roll me some initiative.
Odds you give me intimidation for my initiative based on my throat-cutting gesture.
And
Yeah, that's a
performance
high
for
fucking roll.
Twinkle
Yes.
Toes.
I got in a sprinter squat, so I'd like to roll athletics.
I'm gonna
That's
say
true also.
no.
Sprinters have athletics.
I'll give you the athletics, but a no on the intimidation.
Okay.
What about like
That
performance?
makes sense. That makes sense.
No.
Totally, yeah, it makes complete sense for sure. Yeah.
It just doesn't quite like
I
follow.
agree with that decision 100%.
Yeah. Okay, Shark, what you got?
17.
17. Penumbra.
22.
22. Okay.
How 22 was
Dr. Forsyth.
24.
24.
That's what
Bastro.
mine would have been with the intimidation.
Bastro.
23.
20.
Yo, these are some
3.
great initiatives.
I'm really happy.
They are.
Top
Twinkle
it up.
Toes.
12.
12. So, being fully ready for the bell.
Oh,
2.
She has her crossbow drawn and loaded, by the way.
I assumed
Yeah,
that
can-
you all had
and
weapons.
it's-
out.
I assume weapons are out.
Yeah, actually, Bastard has a wand in his hand. by the
Okay.
way.
Shark, are your teeth ready?
Shark has been filing his teeth incessantly. In fact, he is going to ask Dr. Forsyth if he's in any dental training after this. Because
We should really find you a good dentist that is unsafe for you.
I've just been removing all of the outer layers of my teeth. I just need somebody to fix this. First up are going to be 2 of your enemies as they get the jump on you.
Wow.
Yeah, I rolled some rocks for some of
quick
these guys.
boys.
15, 25, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20. So he gets to about here. The other one will follow.
Whoa, what? Oh,
Yes. And then, and only then, is it Dr. Forsyth's turn.
The doctor is really quick and he's gonna whisper to everyone. He's gonna say, "Remember that northern one had traps on it last time. I don't know if they reset them."
Okay. Oh,
that's
good
Remember that
memory.
trap, not the northern one. whoever's going there, be careful. And he's gonna start sprinting for the tower. So he's gonna move
I've forgotten about that.
3 straight move actions. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's his turn. 3 straight move actions.
Okay. After Dr. Forsyth is Bastro.
Yo.
Astro. Okay. 3 straight move actions as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And
Okay.
That's my turn.
After Bastro is this character's turn, who's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
We like to refer to him as Edgelord 3.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5,
Edge Lord is also spelled with 3s. It's 3D3. Lord
Absolutely.
3.
up
And
to
0 instead of O's.
Yeah,
There.
zeros. Yeah.
Yeah, so the hooded cloaked figure who had held the knife up at you all, attempting at least to be intimidating, flies down through the center, moving very quickly, faster, you would assume, than your average human,
Does he literally fly, or like he just runs really fast?
running exceptionally quickly.
Okay, okay.
Penumbra.
That's an important distinction I felt to make.
That is an important distinction. You guys have fought flying enemies already, so.
Penumbra can get all the way down to the like paintball hut here, the covered building,
Okay.
with a triple move. So he'll just get like right inside the door of this building on the way to the southern tower.
Okay. After Penumbra, you see this guy with a bow that is drawn begin to follow up towards the north. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
They got a lot.
30,
Keep going.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Ooh, yeah.
30, 5, 15, 25. And I'll get to there. After him is Shark. Shark, you're up.
All right, Shark is going to call upon Desmond and say, not that one, the one on the left. Yes, that one. That's just the one. And Desmond pops a vial into his mouth, and Shark's quads and hammies get a little bigger, and he has 5 more feet of movement speed.
Cheetah's elixir. right?
Right.
He pops
Yeah.
a cheetah's elixir, and that's his last charge of what he can make on the spot. So the way I work is I can either make them on the spot or I can like pre-make them at the beginning of the day. So that's my first action, and now I have 30 feet of movement, so I'll move 60 with my last 2 actions. And I will go probably in a straight line if I'm being real. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50, 40, 45, 50, 50. In a straight line. Maybe that last movement I'll take a step this way. But that's it.
Fair enough. After Shark, you all see very obviously a non-common humanoid figure begin lumbering their way towards you all.
The doctor thinks he looks like a totally normal human.
Fair enough. Straight lines all the
What a
way
good
up,
doctor.
all the way up to there.
Doesn't discriminate. Yeah.
It's like-
And at the
it's
bottom
like
of the
a
round, we
doctor.
have Twinkle Toes.
All right, Twinkle Toes is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 25. Open this chest.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d12.
Dr. Zoidberg, that's his name.
We may need to call an audible on 2 people going south. There are a lot of people in the center of the map here.
Or we just punt the northern one and focus on the middle and
Also
southern one.
possible. Yeah.
Yeah. I rolled a 7.
A
I
7.
like that.
Go ahead and roll me a d3. So on a 1 or 2 on a d6, it's a 1. 3, 4, it's a 2. And 5, 6 is a 3.
I rolled a 5, so it's a 3.
5, so it's a 3. All right, so you open the chest to find a bundle of 3 small vials that have been tied together with hempen rope or twine, with a little note card on them because they realized after the first round that it doesn't make sense for people to pick up random
not know.
alchemical vials.
Hey, Shark.
and just assume that they're safe, a little note card that says Elixir of Life, minor
I
on
didn't even
it.
think about that. That's so funny.
Good pick, judges.
Yeah, the judges had to deliberate on that one. They eventually
Yeah.
decided it would be more fun for some of the items if they just knew and would use it properly instead of, say, like drinking a bomb.
Drinking poison.
It's good to know that they're
Yeah.
just illegal fight ring people, not like literal gators.
They're illegal, not immoral. Okay.
Yeah. They're not.
All right.
Depending on how
horrifying
you
people.
look at it, I guess, in some lights.
A whole other can of worms. Let's move on.
That's the other podcast.
That's me and Ben's side podcast as we take law school and philosophy.
Yes. See-
Okay.
Yeah.
Third action, I'm gonna go 5, 15, 20.
It's an action to grab them out of the chest.
Oh,
Yes.
then third action.
Sorry, it is both an action to interact with the chest and an interaction to pick up the items in the chest.
I pick up the item.
Yes.
Oh, so that's our whole turn. Okay.
In exchange for free items, you give me action economy.
Cool.
Doctor. Oh no, excuse me. It is this guy's turn. This guy is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Second action stride, 5, 10, 15, 20. And you see him stop there and begin to search around, looking
Yeah,
in front of him.
Grabbed.
They also have had a round to figure out what's going on.
I think you're right, Ben. We should probably just punt the trapped one and then go for the one that's,
Yeah, if they've got 3 people going up there, I don't know if it makes sense for us to try and even deal with it.
contest.
Yeah.
I'm a killer guy.
Up next is, in
So,
fact, Dr. Forsyth.
Yeah, the doctor will call out and say, he'll call out to Bastro and say, Bastro, what do you think about refocusing on the middle?
The fallen angel looks around trying to see who you're talking to.
I'm sorry, I forgot that Bastro is not here. The fallen
Remind me what the Fallen Angel's costume is.
It's he's wearing a black cloak and he has a black plague doctor's mask on, so like a giant beak.
He's
Oh.
trying to out-
beak is swinging around looking.
So
for
you're
Yeah,
actually
out
the
and
the
forth.
edgiest person in the arena right now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I've taken title of edgelord.
Shirt pulled
he's
down
Edgelord
his
too.
goggles.
Bastro, the good aligned witch, is actually the.
Witches can be good.
That's what I'm
calls
saying.
out the fallen angel and says, what do we think about refocusing on the middle?
After the fallen angel sees all those enemies heading towards the north, he's like, thumbs up, like yes, I'll aim towards the middle now.
Alright, the doctor just runs to the tower 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he can get to here. And with his third action, I think. Just outside of range.
70.
Well, you can still fire beyond your first range increment. It'll just give you a -2.
It's just a -2.
Just a -2.
Oh, then I'll take a shot. Sure, why not?
It's either -2 or -4. Go ahead and roll the dice. I'll look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought the first -2.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's a natural 3, so it won't matter.
What's the range increment on your bow, just so that we all know?
60 feet. It's 60
Yeah.
feet.
So for the audience at home, all ranged weapons have a range increment listed in their stat block. That's the range at which you can effectively use the item without any negative modifiers. In this case, since the target is outside of the range of that first range increment, he'll take a -2 attack penalty on top of anything else that's going on there.
Yeah. Harder to hit things that are too far for your
Yes.
equipment to
Exactly.
reasonably shoot at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the range and the alacrity at which you ascended the tower lead you to shoot astray, the arrow sailing above the target. Is that the end of Dr. Forsyth's turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Dr. Forsyth ends his turn on top of the tower, meaning it is now Bastro, aka the Fallen Angel.
Yes.
AKA Edgelord 2, AKA.
Edgelord Supreme.
All right. Bastards gonna change direction here. He's gonna go south. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he'll stop in front of that chest.
Okay. With the end of Bastar's turn, we come up to the beginning of this character's turn. This character is going to go 5, 10, 15. Duck behind the tower, the wooden structure of the tower. Then we'll use an action to attempt to disappear.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, he's a sneaky edgelord.
Oh.
The worst kind.
There.
He's a sneaky edgelord.
Sneaky
Sneaky
edgelord.
snake.
A snake is that?
Sneaky snake.
He is able to successfully surpass all of your perception DCs, which means that you no longer know where he is.
Then get him off my map, Will.
2 seconds, relax.
He's concealed by the rules. Is that how that works?
He is, well, this is a good time.
Undetected or
Undetected.
concealed?
I think undetected is the official word.
Undetected.
Invisible. I think that's what they call it.
Schminvisible, yes.
When you're not fully invisible, you're schminvisible.
Okay. That, let's see.
Oh yeah,
Does
undetected.
that actually...
We cannot see him at all. We have no idea where he is. Can't target him with stuff. He doesn't exist as far as we know.
Well, we know where he was.
Right.
Watch the water.
Useless. Yeah, I mean, watch the water. You get one of those lightning spears, just
One hit kill in the water.
right in the river.
That's what Will said. One hit
Yeah,
kill in the water.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Just drop a power line in the river. Everything will be okay.
If you roll a natural 20 on somebody who's in the water, we'll talk. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just looking up spells for no particular reason.
For no reason. Yeah.
For no reason.
Spells.
Okay,
So I feel
that's
pretty
the
good about this. Yeah.
end of their turn, which means it is the beginning of Penumbra's turn. Penumbra, what would you like to do?
Oh boy. I don't think I care about this item box underneath me. I think I just want to book it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You definitely want to climb like
Twinkle
this
Toes
side.
pulls
Something
3
like-
full elixirs of life out of a box, and you're just like, nah, I'm just gonna not.
I think, were they elixirs of life or a healing potion?
Elixirs of
They're-
life minor.
Yeah. It's an alchemical item.
Yeah, I mean, like, but that's not a contested box, and like, there's not an item that's gonna help me climb.
And
up
I
to
feel
the
like
top
so
of the
much
thing.
action.
It's so important.
It's so
There's
much
2
action.
whole actions to do anything with it.
50 feet of movement you give up, and
Right,
the map is
yeah.
too big to have to.
All I'm
Worry
gonna
about
say
it.
is Penumbra will remember this moment when he's unconscious.
That's true. That's true. I think I'll have lots of life regrets, but that's a
Is that as
again
far
a
as you
different
get?
podcast. But
Is that
that's
as
my
far
whole
as you get?
movement. Yeah, that's it.
All right,
That was-
after Penumbra is Little Archer Boy.
Yeah, 3 turns.
That's my favorite Christmas song. Oh, he shot me.
Excuse me. He's gonna get to right there, and we'll take a shot at. That's a
Boostro?
Boostro.
good
I-
question.
I did just try and shoot his friend.
He actually is closer.
That's a
Pythagorean
hard shot.
Well, this is not Pythagorean theorem. This is
They're on
longer
the same level. Yeah.
because they're not on the same level. Yeah.
Okay, but that's also at an angle. That's
But my-
this is not 60 feet from there to there. Like, it's at an angle. It's not like
5, 15, 20, 30, 35,
Because they're on the same. They're on the same level.
40.
Feels like I'm playing bocce ball. You know, you when you're trying to figure out which one's bocce, or when you go curling, everyone here
That's,
curls.
no,
right?
that's 50.
Yeah, basketball and curling, my 2 favorite pastimes.
Same sport, by the way. One of them slippery.
Remind me and everyone about like the tower and cover. Does it provide cover at all or soft cover? Is that a thing?
The
I think
tower?
The tower has
The
walls.
tower's open on the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's all-
Yeah, the
Okay.
tower is entirely open on the top. But it is like a solid wooden tower all the way down. So if you're on the bottom level, you can use it as cover, like if you're standing on the ground, but the top has no like railings or anything like that. You see that he's got a composite longbow,
Oh dang!
which he pulls
Head off his body.
and will launch it, an arrow straight towards Dr. Forsyth. 17 to hit.
Miss.
It's a miss.
Nice.
That's the end of his turn. Shark, you're up.
Shark strides twice to get here, and then gracefully swan dives into the water with the last 10 feet of movement. Do I need to roll a swim check, or how does this?
You do, upon entering the water, need to roll. You get the first 5 feet for free, but after that, to move, you need to roll a swim check.
All right, so I have 5 feet of movement left. Swim is just athletics, I'm guessing.
Athletics, yeah.
Roll
It's
a
75 feet to Dr. Forsyth, by the way.
16.
Is that 75 feet by
75
Pathfinder rules? Or 75 feet by Pythagorean theorem? What did you roll? I'm sorry, Shark.
17.
17? Yeah, that's good enough to get you 10 feet in the slow-moving water.
Shark looks great, like an Olympian.
Yeah.
His head is so buoyant.
Just Phelps in that river.
You
Doesn't
really
even-
you look over and you're like, is that a buoy? Did they drop a buoy in the water?
It doesn't even look like he's swimming. Shark just like jumps in, and it looks like the momentum plus his buoyancy just kind of floats him along. Is that the end of Shark's turn?
Yeah, that's 3 movements.
All right. This nasty looking boyo is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10. Roll a spin check. He will also succeed enough to get here. He'll roll another swim check with his final action to get up to here.
We
That's
got
the
shark versus the creepy thing coming up soon.
that is the end of its turn. Twinkle Toes, what would you like to do?
I'll frickin' bite him.
I would like to go
I've got one.
5,
Okay.
15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, no, back up a bit. Shoot, where was I?
Nice,
It was
nice.
5, 10. I just don't remember whether I came from. I think I came from there. So 5, 10, 20, 25.
Okay. At the end of round 2, start of round 3, you see this guy here begins fussing with something at his feet. He appears to do something or other with his first action, and then will continue moving forward. 15, 20, 25.
Untrapped, I'm assuming. No arrows.
Untrapped. 5. 10 will get to there, and you all watch as a plume of smoke just begins, like a puff of smoke, begins to rise from above the stone tower over there. You hear the sound of some kind of whoop of an impact from a distance, but you're not really sure what happened.
They set a different trap.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
This guy will then follow up behind him and continue moving in. He gets to about there. Dr. Forsyth, you see that nonsense, the shenaniganery with all of the fire and smoke and nonsense up to your north, and you see them disappear behind the stone walls. What would you like to do?
All right, I would like to first action take the seek action and try to identify where our undetected friend went. So if you're looking for creatures, choose an area you're scanning if precision is necessary. The
It is
GM select a 30-foot cone, a 15-foot burst within line of sight. Might take a penalty depending on GM discretion. So is it possible to do actually a 30-foot cone? Would that even be worth it from where I am?
Well, a 15-foot burst is probably better.
But I don't care about behind me. I want to look across like this way.
Well, you can place the burst
Yeah, in your line of sight. So
anywhere
your
in line of
15-foot
sight.
Burst
Yeah.
could be like
I missed
this.
Okay,
Yeah.
then yeah. Then I
Like
would
you can
like
do that if you wanted to, but
Yeah, where do you think would be best? Because
Around the tower, I think would be best.
you're the smart guy.
I feel
that too.
well, my character is smarter than I am. I feel like he would not have gone to the northern tower. So can I do it? Yeah, draw shape here. Around like this 15 feet right here to see if he's by the water, about to like jump in.
Sure. If that's where you want to take your action to search, by all means.
Yeah. So you attempt a single secret perception check and compare that to the result of the stealth DC of the creature.
Okay, and you're at a +9, correct?
+9.
As far as you're aware, the creature that you're looking for is not in that area.
Okay. So I'll leave that highlighted for now, and then I'm gonna shoot at. Whoops! Did not want to do that.
At the creature down below you.
I'm gonna shoot at this guy.
Okay.
On the island.
Go ahead and roll it.
Pretty sure that's a bugbear based on the art.
That's a
Good
21.
board.
A 21?
Yes.
Yeah.
A 21 does hit, so you manage to knock it right in the thigh with an arrow as it emerges from the water and begins to approach the flag. An arrow just right into its thigh.
4 points of damage.
4
and then
points of damage. Okay.
My third action, I'm gonna shoot one more time.
Okay.
It's not lethal piercing damage.
I am going. That's a 19.
19, unfortunately, is not quite going to make it. The first arrow hits.
Wow,
The second
really?
alerts it to your presence, and it is able to dodge the incoming arrow.
Oh.
That's interesting. Okay.
Nimble
21
dodge.
hits, a 19 doesn't hit. I don't know. I'll let you guys run the math.
Yeah. Wow.
Is that the end of Dr. Forsyth's turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Baster, you watch an arrow sink into the creature on the island. You see the other creature on that side disappear. What would you like to do?
Open the chest, and I'll roll a d12.
Yep,
to see
go ahead and
what
roll
I
me a
get.
d12.
An 11.
An 11. Oh, man. You open the chest to
D12.
find what looks to be... Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Okay.
I like these double rolls.
A 3.
A 3. You open the chest to find what appears to be a short bow and 2 arrows that are bundled together with a card on it that says Vine Arrow.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
If only I was trained with those. Bastard's gonna leave it. He's not gonna pick it up or anything.
That's a bummer.
And let's see. He's gonna move up to here, and then he's going to cast Stoke the Heart on Shark.
Okay,
Tell Shark,
okay.
All right, man. It's time for you to bite some
That's
things.
So stoked, dude.
Shark
Hearth,
pops up and down faster.
yeah, Shark's hearth having been sufficiently soaked, you watch as the water on the top of his head begins to evaporate into steam from the heat of his flame. And it is now the creature who is currently undetected to you all.
I'm shocked we didn't go for shark jokes, by the way. We went with a buoy. We didn't make like the real shark animal joke.
Something about this
That's
goblin
obvious.
head just being so buoyant. He
Just
can
being completely flopping in the water. I don't hate it.
Bastro.
I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying.
You see
low-hanging fruit.
a small flame seem to appear from the side of the tower and arc out at you.
Which side of the tower?
The northern side, as this creature becomes
Over on this side.
revealed.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
But since the
It's so
attack
edgy.
was initiated, while it was undetected to you, you are currently flat-footed. And it is going to roll against your flat-footed AC.
Who's it rolling against?
You.
Against you, Bastro. Good
Oh,
question.
Oh boy.
Good
I'm
question.
glad you asked.
Let me figure out what my thing. Okay. That is going to be a 19 against your flat-footed DC. Or AC.
That's my. Okay. Yeah, that hits.
That
Minus two to
hits.
your AC.
Okay. So, you are struck in the side by this flame that appeared to just materialize as it was hitting you. You see the hand of the caster disappear back behind the tower, and you take 5 points of fire damage and 2 points of precision damage from the spell sneak attack.
No, that's not.
Speak attack.
Whoa, what? That's cool.
Spoke a talk?
Spookatin.
It is then going to
Baton?
Bo-Katan.
it is then going to attempt to use an action to once again
Reclaim the Sword of Mandalore.
disappear, and does so successfully.
What class is that? Because I want to play it.
Yeah.
You could roll a knowledge check.
No, because this game makes me give up an action, which makes no sense that I have to spend time to figure out what I already know.
Have you ever tried to, I don't know, answer a test question in 2 seconds? Especially about, I don't know, mysterious arcane lore.
In combat.
Yeah, while you're also being
While
shot
you're
at
being,
with a
yeah,
fire
shot
weapon.
at.
Multitask, though. I have ADHD. I can do that. Like,
Yeah,
So whenever
exactly.
your
You
character
can, which means you can
unlocks the-
spend the 2 seconds to do
I'm
it.
thinking of 400 different things at once at all times. Like,
Once Twinkle Toes gets access to the ADHD racial feat, then you can, I think, it's a free action to do that.
Yeah, but you
honestly,
will,
that's just what bardic knowledge is.
but you will take
Oh,
a
shoot, I forgot
a
to-
negative modifier for the number of things going around you. So that is the end of its turn.
That sounds ableist.
It is now Penumbra. Penumbra, you watch
I'm
this
sorry.
creature.
Was Shark skipped?
No,
No, Shark's coming after me soon, I think.
Oh, I thought he was after me. Never
Nope.
mind.
As long as we're not, yeah. I rolled like I rolled like 17.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
got
so
it.
he's like right after me.
Doc rolled 21.
I'm gonna run up to here with my first action, and then incoming bunch of climb checks. So that first one is over 20. No, exactly 20
for a climb check,
for climb check. Yeah.
you get 20 feet up, or 10 feet up, excuse me.
Oh, 20. Oh.
Do it again.
20.
So did I crit? Did I?
No, you didn't crit.
Oh,
You
then
get
I
10
just-
feet. Sorry.
I thought it was 5. Am I stupid?
Jackie said
Am
10.
I
You got 10.
am I stupid?
Wait, do you have to
Jack-
roll a climb check for every 5 feet of climbing? That is crazy.
When you succeed, you move up 5 feet per 20 feet of your land speed.
Oh.
If I crit, I go 5 plus 5 feet per 20. So
But
that would be
can you do that all in one turn? So if you're trying to climb 6 feet,
yeah, climb is one action, so you have to roll a climb
That
check
is-
every time. But
that is silly, Paizo. That is very silly. But
They're
they
taking
really made it hard. Yeah, they made it
that's
very
so
difficult.
stupid. But whatever.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll it
And
again.
then, 17.
Up another 5.
Nice. That's my whole turn. That was 3 actions.
All right. The end of Penumbra's turn means it is now this guy's turn. This guy. Gonna go here. Let's see here. What does in most water? Huh. I guess being submerged in water doesn't actually apply any modifiers to you, which is interesting.
I have-
definitely made us take modifiers last
My
game.
head is the only thing above water. I've been
Yeah,
very
I
clear about
would
that.
quibble with that. I would quibble with that.
At least soft cover. His head is like still at 60% of his body, but soft
I've
cover.
been very clear about Shark's swimming style.
I mean, if you're being shot at from above, and you're in water, like,
You're a smaller target.
yeah, but like,
Arrows
don't know.
stop
I don't
very
know.
quickly in water.
I don't know. He's gonna take a shot. We'll just see. We'll just see what happens.
My AC is actual dog poop.
If
There's
it's-
just an emoji. There's no number.
If it's close, if it's like within 1 or 2, we can talk. But if it's not, then
Fair enough.
it doesn't matter. I don't think it's gonna matter in your favor. First shot comes down at Shark in the water. Is going to be a total of 15 to hit.
Miss.
That is a miss. Second shot coming in just for fun. Lower.
And this is the guy in the tower who's
This is
shooting
the guy
right
in the
now?
tower with the longbow, the composite longbow that is firing down, who has just
Shark just
missed every shot so far. So super
All right,
effective.
Will, just for your information.
Yeah.
According to Archives of Nethys, aquatic combat, ranged attacks against an underwater target have their range increments halved.
Okay.
that's while you're in. That's shooting while
So the
in
shooter is in water.
Because I shortened the quote. It says made by an underwater creature or against an underwater creature.
Fair enough.
Okay. And it's definitely second edition. That's not a first edition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there's not a lot of Nethys stuff on
P2E.
first edition.
Either way, it is in fact Shark's turn. Shark, you're a shark in water. What would you like to do?
I passed my swim check and I got 5. Is this land or is this land?
That's land.
Okay, so first movement to stride. I rolled the 23 swim check, so can I? Is it just normal movement then, or what's
Yeah,
the
it's
movement?
just normal. Yeah, you're good.
5,
Just roll
10,
one. Yeah.
15, 20 to get here. Second action, he is going to rage.
Rage!
I guess I would have moved here because Will's gonna give him cover around this corner.
I think the brick thing said he said there's no
Yeah,
elevation.
it's just
or
like
whatever.
yeah, it's just a brick.
Oh, okay. Then
Uh,
from
Like
here,
patio tile.
Yeah, exactly.
I third action void. That is going to be a 26 to hit.
That does hit. That does hit.
Be some
alright.
raging goblins.
I
And
am
you stoked.
raging and stoked.
So stoked right now.
And that is going to be 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Okay.
Double digits.
That's pretty hefty.
rolled-
You bite
I rolled very low.
into the meat of its bicep, and you just feel the rip and the tear as your teeth sink in. It gives out a little yelp, and you feel the fur.
No,
You feel the fur under the clothing begin to basically just get slick with blood.
no interest in flag. He is only interested in incapacitated.
In biting.
Fair enough. Speaking of, it is that creature's turn. On its first action, it is going to sweep its sickle at the feet of Shark, attempting to trip Shark.
Oh.
Couldn't have you tried?
I'm pretty sure I could if I tried, but that's a different story. Ooh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
Did I mention my AC?
That
I
is
think
gonna
it's
be
athletics DC, right?
that's gonna be an 18 against your athletics DC.
Oh, athletics. Yeah, that passes.
Is that a normal success?
Yeah, I have a 17 athletics AC.
Okay. So, you hit the ground and become prone. It's then going to take 2 actions to make 2 strikes against you, one with its sickle and one with the dagger.
Does the first strike count at -5?
It does not. It does,
So-
actually. It is an
okay.
attack, yes. So it will make those attacks.
So -5
First,
on these.
First, the sickle coming in. You would know that both of these weapons are agile, by the way.
Okay, -4, -8.
First one coming in is a 10, and then the dagger coming in, just for funsies, Kid you not, dirty 20 on the dagger.
Dirt 20 on the dagger.
20.
So you rolled a 30, and then minus 10
No.
to the 20,
It's
28.
still -8. It's
mine-
that's still a stupid way to think about it. I don't agree with that way to think about it.
Hits anyway, whatever.
I don't really know what this is. Yeah, I don't know what math is going on over there. This is going to be for 6 points of piercing as the dagger plunges down into you. And since you are flat-footed due to being prone, you also take
Oh, it's also a rogue.
4 points of precision damage.
It's a
from the
rogue
sneak attack.
team.
They're all rogues.
All rogues.
Rogues and
Look that
brigands.
up from them all being
Edgy as shit.
That is the end of that creature's turn, which means it is the beginning of Twinkle Toes.
Twinkle Toes is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then she's gonna see that, like, Penumbra is sort of chilling right now.
Yeah, I'm
Just hanging out.
Taking some time
Just hanging
off.
out.
Not- yeah, I'm waiting for my time, you know.
Yeah. So she's gonna go 5, 15, 20, 25, or 25, and like if people make their way south to like, she's playing defense right now.
Nice.
That's my turn. Yeah.
Okay. It is now the top of round 4. This has already been quite the eventful fight, I must say. But it's
sure.
only going to get more fun as this guy takes one stride up to here and spends 2 actions to raise the blue flag. Now, I'll remind everyone that it is 3 interact actions to get a flag of your color to the top of the pole, and then a 4th interact action to tie it off for it to be considered scoring. It is also 1 interact action to just yank it out for it to drop all the way. And then if you hit or are hit in the midst of raising a flag without having it tied off, there's a chance, based on the amount of damage that you take, that you drop it.
I see this going as like those 2 guys get the top flag, Penumbra gets the bottom flag, and then it's just a battle royale for the middle flag.
All for the middle. Yeah.
Just
As the gods intended.
just a gladiator fight.
Possibly Twinkle Toes running up and untying.
Speaking of the 2 guys to the north,
I like that idea.
20, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to stop there, and you watch him frantically searching the ground in front of him. All right. That's that. Dr. Forsyth.
Dr. Forsyth is again first action going to seek, and I would like to seek. Will, how far behind this tower can I see? Like what squares?
You can only
are-
seek in squares that are within your line of sight.
Is this square is in my line of sight? This one right here, right?
Yeah, like the top edge is, but like not the middle.
Yeah,
It's
is it hollow underneath the tower, or is it like a?
No, it's solid all the way down.
Okay, got it.
So,
Uh,
does that square right there?
I'd
count
give
as-
you. Yeah, I'd give you
So-
this square.
So like, I want to do this 15-foot area.
Oh, you get 15. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
All right, so I want to seek. So it's again a secret perception check against stealth DC.
Against stealth DC.
I imagine since he's invisible, that's really high. But
Probably, yeah. But I got a +9.
As far
It's
as
good
you
to know
are
where
aware, the creature you were looking for is not in that vicinity.
Damn. Okay. Well, then I'll do the same thing. I'm gonna take 2 shots at the guy fighting Shark, and he'll get no cover because Shark is prone, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't call that cover anyway, since Shark is small and you're firing from
Right.
15-foot vantage. But at the moment, he is also prone, which only adds to your case.
It's a natural 2 for my first roll.
Ah.
You're so close. You're so close, bud.
Natural 20 for the second roll, though.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there we
Oh.
go.
Fitting.
Really
Fitting.
need to invest in these dice cams.
It's a 21 total. It's only a plus
21 total. That does hit, which means it does crit. Just
Nice.
barely.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I rolled on 2d6. I rolled a 6 and a 5.
A
It's
6 and a 5. How much damage? 11?
11 points of piercing
Yeah, really
damage.
chipping away at this guy. First he gets a bite. Now he's getting lodged with arrows. He's not having the best day. After
The last Atlantic is feeling it.
the last Atlanti is chucking arrows downrange. It is now the Fallen Angel.
Fallen Angel. He's going to first sustain Stoke the Heart with Shark, so he's still stoked. And then he's going to put his palm up and just kind of draw a circle around Shark with it. And now a little halo appears over Shark's head. And so that is the focus spell Life Boost. So Shark, when it's the start of your turn, you get 2 points of healing for the next 4 rounds. Just a heads up.
Wait,
Alright.
like 2 points per round?
Right, for 4 rounds, yeah.
That's so cool. What?
It's called
That is
fast
really
healing,
cool.
yeah.
You get
Yeah.
fast healing, yeah.
Fast healing too, yeah. So
And then
you'll
my
watch
third-
as this like glowing halo appears facing vertically as Shark's back is in the ground. Part of the halo, you watch as it like begins to sear the sand that it interjects into, just a few inches off the top of Shark's head. Shark, you're feeling very invigorated by a variety of holy energies right now. And it is now...
Actually, I still have one more action,
excuse
because that's only a 1 action spell, which is kind of broken.
That's crazy.
But-
You stoked and did that, and you have another
Yeah.
action to go.
Yep.
Okay,
And
go
my
ahead.
last action, I'm going to use the cantrip shield on myself.
On yourself. Makes
So,
sense.
Like a little blue bubble appears around me.
Seems legit. Okay. It is now the creature that is currently undetected. The creature that is currently undetected is once more going to cast a spell. A spell that is targeted at Bastro specifically. Bastro, this is against your flat-footed AC.
Okay.
It's going to be a 15. Doing real
That's a
hot on
miss.
this one. Real
Nice.
hot on this one.
Hmm.
It becomes visible. It then
Where is he?
Yeah, where?
Same spot.
will roll
Damn.
to
Yeah.
attempt to become undetected. Crushing that one. At least it's invisible. Or at least it's undetected, I should say. That's him, which means it is now Penumbra. Penumbra.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb. I'm gonna try to
Roll
climb.
37 climb checks to get up there, my dude. God.
I rolled a 13, that's an 18, definitely passes.
Yep.
Another 17, and then
DC
We fall to
15.
the bottom.
DC 15. And the last one I do fail. It's a 13, so I just don't go anywhere.
Yeah, just don't move. You get 10 more feet up.
Okay, 20 feet.
You're doing great, buddy.
Thanks, man. I need the encouragement.
This guy, the archer at the top of the tower, is actually going to take 2 actions to carefully aim at Dr. Forsyth
Oh,
and make a
that's
shot.
Very bad.
Oh, no.
That sounds very
Uh,
bad.
It is a 16 against you.
That the careful aim, my butt. Miss.
Just because he aimed carefully doesn't mean he's good with a bow, as is evident by the fact that he's missed every shot. He's then going to take his third action to make a normal shot against you. I don't know why he's on the battlefield. Shark, it's your turn.
Shark is going to pop a different elixir, this time giving him claws and bigger, longer teeth, a bestial mutagen, and
Right. All right.
he
So there's an interact to draw it, and then, or using
no,
Desmond.
Desmond can do it.
Desmond.
I'll do it.
Okay.
One action. And
Just wanna
then
make sure.
I will bite twice. So let's say first bite.
From prone?
Tap.
I'm just asking.
I guess I'm committed to it since I just rolled a natural. That's a 29 from prone. I'm in
Just literally an ankle biter. Literally an ankle biter.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. That's
This little
Attacking from prone
gremlin.
is not that bad. I think it's just a -2. Like it's not
It
bad at
is a -2 penalty to attack rolls. Yeah,
So
Yeah.
27.
that still is a crit for sure.
All right. So,
I guess I'm committed to it.
let's see. Let's see. What
Convenience.
Well, you said it after I rolled. Exactly what is doubled when you crit in this game?
not precision damage.
Just
It's the same. It's roughly the same rules.
It's roughly the same.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, just not.
Okay.
Double dice, double
Yeah,
modifiers.
anything that it's dice and your normal modifiers. Anything that is additional dice or additional damage outside of modifiers is not.
Got it.
Rage. A bonus rage damage does get doubled though.
Yes.
Yes, I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
that
that's part of the
is.
modifiers. Yeah.
Let me do math.
But like, I don't think stoke the heart damage is going to be doubled.
No, it is.
It is.
25 points of damage. And
Jesus.
and 2 points of persistent bleed.
Oh.
We're gonna have to revive him.
Oh my god!
Let him
we
bleed.
gotta make him not dead.
Let him bleed.
That's
You-
so much damage.
You actually just like rake and dig your claws in, and like a chicken wing, just shear in. You feel the snap of his shin as you dig in. He collapses onto that knee, still alive, but just
Bleeding. 2 points per round.
the sand around you between yours and his blood is just red.
This guy's
Wait,
taking over 40 points.
He's
of
alive,
damage.
but he's unconscious though, right?
No,
Oh, he's not unconscious.
he's
How?
exceptionally wounded.
Oh,
but he
then I'll
is-
bite again. Okay, that's fine.
Holy
I'll
crap!
bite
He's
again.
taking over 40 points of damage.
I'll stand up and then I'll bite again.
he might
so
not be level 2 like we are.
Second action, stand up.
They might
Third
just be
action.
Dr. Forsyth, just let me worry about the health. I'll just don't worry about it.
Sorry,
Um,
I'm blown away.
did you say he fell prone from how amazing I just
Not prone, no.
did? Flavor prone.
Flavor prone.
Okay.
Flavor.
Flavor dramatic pose.
That is going to be 18 to hit on my second attack, which I
18
believe
unfortunately
is
is not going to do it. Yeah,
Okay.
so he just like buries the sickle in between himself and your face, just trying to get as much distance between you and between your teeth and his flesh as possible, and is able to deflect. You can see the fear in his eyes from where you're at. What he thought was
And his
originally
exposed shin bone.
you can also see the compound fracture of his leg, as he is just once again 2 arrows sticking out of his shoulder, a bite wound on the other bicep, and now a fractured shin. He's just having a bad time. Very low, you would assume, close to death. At the end of Shark's turn is his turn. Since you're still prone, he's just gonna make straight up.
I stood up.
Oh, you
he
stood
also-
up.
He takes 2 points of bleed damage at the start of his
He
turn.
does take 2 points of persistent bleed damage.
Wait, how did you stand up?
I did it as my
His
second
second
action.
action.
Yeah, he did attack, stand, attack.
Oh, it's not an action to drink the elixir?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is. So I'm still on the ground. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
still on the ground.
Or would you have not attacked the second time?
I probably would have not attacked, but I rolled it, and if it hit, I would
Yeah,
attack.
fair
So I'll stay on the ground.
He's gonna make 3 swings, just trying to do something here. First one with the sickle coming out. Natural 1.
Nice.
Fumble card?
We don't.
And he
we
dies
don't play
on
with-
the
We
spot.
don't play with
Oh, no,
fumble
he-
cards.
Jabs
Also,
the
Shark,
sickle
you
into his
get
own
2
abdomen.
points of healing because it was the start of your turn.
I took it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Second
Thank
attack
you.
with the sickle. 15.
Miss.
This guy is not going out with the Blaze of Glory, that's for sure. Third attack, just for funsies. You're joking. 21 on the third attack.
That's a hit. Yeah. I'm glad his third attack continued to hit me.
I
And he's got a
same.
plus 37 to his attacks.
Play low AC characters, man.
Honestly, same. I'm glad the third one hit too. That is going to be. Whew, that is going to be 9 points of slashing damage. This thing careens into you, and also, since you are flat-footed and prone, 1 point of precision damage. Twinkatos, you watch as the two combatants on the what Shark would consider familiar fighting pits. This is just a Thursday for Shark, apparently.
The fights happen on Wednesdays, but I get what you're saying.
Fair.
Thursday
You're
for
watching
dress
them just
rehearsals.
duke it out. They're both giving it their all. What would you like to do as you are standing on the opposite bank?
I am gonna pop a shot at the dude that Shark is fighting.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit. Just gonna kill steal the heck out of Shark, but you know, it's whatever.
Natural 18.
Yeah.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah, that'll be a 26 to hit.
That'll hit, yeah.
Okay.
There's a chance you don't kill him. It's not a very big chance, but it's a chance.
Right. Well, I only did 1 point of damage.
And he's still up.
Did she do it?
He's
Wow.
still up.
It just grazed him.
He's still up.
That's so unfortunate.
All right. Second action, I'm gonna reload, and third action, I'm gonna shoot again.
Come on.
Ah, natural 18 again.
Yes.
Oh.
One more point.
Okay.
One
Let's
more
go,
point.
21 to hit. 21 to hit.
That hits.
4 points of damage.
Okay.
4 more points. 4
So
more
Shark,
points.
as this creature above you just desperately swings its sickle 2, 3, 4 times into the sand, bashing it around you. You're like rolling, tucking, dodging, biting, trying to get in there, and all of a sudden it stops. The rhythm that it was beating the ground into next to you stops, and you take a moment, rub the sand out of your eyes, and you look up to see a bolt just sticking through the jaw of this creature as it begins to fall back unconscious on the ground
And bleeding out.
and
Points of blade every round.
and bleeding out. Once again, the sand around you in now like a 10-foot radius is just dark red. Twinkatos, that's the end of your turn?
I'm gonna call out Shock Stabilizing!
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah. The medical expert Shark.
Yeah, Shark is definitely gonna pour one of his elixir life down this guy's.
At the end of round 4, we're gonna jump to a break, take a breather here real quick. We'll see you guys back here at 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all so much for joining us. If you like what you're seeing so far, go ahead and do follow us, please, on Twitch. It helps us out
Smash
so
that
much.
subscribe button.
We don't have a subscriber button yet, but if you follow, we might get one soon. So please do. It helps us out a lot, and we'll see you back here soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in a bit.
soon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just gonna jump right back into the top here at round 5 of this insane combat, this brawl that's going on in the center of this arena. Oh man, let's see. Let's just take a second to take stock here. Shark is currently method acting.
Died then.
I was trying to flip it over.
Fairly method act.
Duked it out.
Lost Gray.
Duked it out with this creature in the center of the map. Meanwhile, left and right, spells, arrows, bolts flying in through the center. This is a war zone on this center island, and I'm sure it will only get worse as people collapse to try to secure the second flag for their team. Looks like so far the north is most likely, I don't know, gonna go blue, but the south, Penumbra, is attempting to make the
All
southern
over it.
flag going red,
All over it.
which means that
I
both
thought we settled
teams.
this earlier this month.
This has nothing to do with any current political climate, okay? All right, I just want to leave that one out of here. As they battle for the second point for their team. Whew, this person up here to the north is going to spend his remaining actions to both finish raising and then finally tying off the northern flag for the blue team. You hear a horn sound signifying the point being collected. Oh man, this guy. Speaking of, you all watch as this guy bends down to his feet, appearing to draw some tools from his belt pouch as he carefully extricates the tripwire from the trap that is presumably at his feet. With his third action, he will make it over to here in preparation to assault the island currently held by Shark. Dr. Forsyth, you watch all of this unfold. What would you like to do?
The doctor's gonna do something ill-advised, I think.
I love it. Go ahead.
Always good to start a sentence that way. Always.
I know
good.
this is a terrible idea. However,
How tall is this tower? 15 feet or 10 feet?
15, correct.
He's gonna burn it down.
I'm not jumping. Okay.
No, do it. See what happens.
10. Can I go this way? 15? Is that a valid move action?
Sure. I mean, your ankle and knee health won't matter for another 20 years anyway, so.
Perfect. 15, 20, 25. And then I think I'd like to enter the water.
Okay, so you get the first 5 for free. After that, you're going to need to roll me a swim check.
Alright. So first 5 for free. What is the,
Athletics.
what's the DC?
I don't know. Try it.
Okay.
Ben, you've been playing this game for a long time, my
I
friend.
was gonna say that was a very questionable question there, Ben.
Well, I don't know. So, okay. That's
A questionable question.
One might say an ill-advised question.
a 12. I rolled
12? 12 is good enough to get you 5 feet. And you're not actively sinking to the bottom.
My third action, I would like to swim again.
Go ahead and roll it.
Ooh, that's an 8!
Oh, God. I was hoping we'd get to explore the drowning rules today. You begin to... Actually, you do exactly fail by 5. Let me just bring up this, make sure we're doing...
Well, it'd be by 10.
It's 10 for.
He just doesn't move, correct?
Yeah. If you end your turn in water and haven't oh wait.
Yeah, he didn't...
Oh, haven't succeeded at swim action that turn.
Oh, so you did succeed this turn, yes.
Yeah, you just don't move.
Okay. Yeah, you just don't move.
Whew, okay. That's 3 actions. It's
Yeah.
my turn.
Whew, man, that was close. After the Dr. Bastro, you watch as your
Wait, actually, hold on. Would I have been even able to allow? Would I have been allowed that second swim check? Would I have to stow my bow first?
No, you can swim.
You
with.
can swim with the bow.
Yeah.
You ever played Legend of Zelda? Link swims with like all kinds of crap in his hands.
I'm currently replaying it.
And if you play Skyrim, you can swim in heavy armor, so like it's
Breath
all
of the
fun.
Wild? What do you play?
I'm playing Breath of the Wild. I haven't gotten the new one yet.
Just a-
I
Breath of the Wild is the new one.
No, there's a new. The Age of Calamity came out recently, but we can talk about that later.
That's a
Oh,
whole.
that's
That's our
podcast
third
game.
podcast after our
No,
law and
Hyrule
philosophy
Warriors, man.
podcast.
Yeah, Power Warriors.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're good with the bow out still.
Cool.
So, after Bastor, you watch your medical colleague bravely ford into the waters ahead. What would you like to do with your time?
All right, Bastor is going to release the Stoke the Heart from Shark. He's not going to sustain
Doesn't
it.
even need it, bro.
Right. And first action, he's going to cast Shield on himself again. And then the next two actions, he's going to point the wand at, let's see,
Oh, I'm
he has
sick.
30 feet, at this guy right here. And he's gonna cast Command.
Yes, I thought it was this.
He's going to have to make a will save against my spell.
Will save against your spell DC.
Will save.
His will save.
On his will save.
Will save.
Okay.
My least favorite game.
I don't like that one as much.
All right. Okay. Are you sure it's will save?
It's a will
Are you
save.
sure it's a wand of command?
Yeah. I am positive.
Okay.
It's in my
Will
loot sheet.
save, will save.
Just wanted to double check because he rolled a 10.
Right.
Will
Oh.
save it. Will you save on the save or will you not save? All right.
So
Why don't you
what's
start
the
by telling me
total
what
time?
your command is?
The command's going to be to flee.
Okay.
I like
Get him
that.
out of here.
Get
That's-
out of here!
That's what he says.
Just
Get him out of
get
here.
out of here.
And what's
That's where you came from.
and what's the DC of your wand?
It's gonna be 18. So
18?
he doesn't critically fail.
Correct.
I don't think.
So
But he,
on his, you shout the command to flee. He does fail, which means on his next turn, he will spend the first action of his turn satisfying the demands of your command,
yep.
which is
Right.
unfortunate for me. What else would you like to do with your turn?
That was my my last two actions. Cast
Oh.
shield and then cast command.
Fair enough, I'll take it. After Bastro is the one, the only invisible man, or woman, or person of undetermined
book.
gender. They are going to pop out to go 5, 10, and attempt to long jump.
Oh.
Oh.
So this invisible spellcaster saw his furry beast get completely eviscerated, and he was like, "You know what? That sounds good. That sounds like a fun time."
He might be going over there to save the dude's life.
Yeah, you
I hope
kicked
the
him out
doctor's
there.
coming over to save my life because I didn't say anything, but I have very few.
This is going to be an acrobatics check, which they'll crush. So they get,
Acrobatics.
It should be athletics.
Acrobatics.
like
for
I
long-
said, athletics.
Yeah.
To get to there.
Oh, what the heck?
I rolled a natural 18, dude was flying.
Oh, crap.
Pretty close.
But that was its first two actions. With its third action, Shark, you're the only one close enough to see this, but you watch as these yellow and gold tattoos that run up the neck and along the lower jaw of this creature begin to glow with a magical energy. And a faint yellow, almost like force field, begins to emit from the front of this creature.
This guy's stealing my bit.
Yeah, there's only room enough for one gold tattoo
There's
guy.
only
Yeah, but while
one
yours are
bit.
like these nice, like celestial designs, these are very clearly the quality of like prison tats. Like,
This arena's only big enough for one glowing tattooed filler.
You say while hanging onto a wall.
I shout across like 75 feet.
hey, my thing is tattoos.
This arena's only what? This arena's so
Go louder, I can't hear you.
That's the end of that
It's
creature's
exactly
turn. That
75
person's
feet.
turn.
I have perfect map awareness.
Speaking of Penumbra, it is your turn. Please go ahead and roll
Okay.
me some climb checks, bud.
He does see that this guy's creepy and glowing, and he does not appreciate it. And he's thinking it's time to like really hop on this and get it over with. You said it was DC 15, right?
Yeah.
Because I just rolled a 15. So.
Yeah, 5 feet. You're now
so
20
25. Am I now on the landing?
25 is at the top square. You need one more to get over the ledge.
Okay. Hero point that because it was a natural 3, and there we go.
I'll
Alright,
take
so
a
now
hero
I'm on
point
the
for a climb
landing.
check.
Boom.
I had to roll 46 of them to get to the top of the tower, so you know.
I don't make the rules, I just enforce them.
So now
I
I've
also
got
make
2
other rules.
actions. And then he'll have to step to get into range of the.
Sounds good.
flag.
Go ahead and roll me a reflex save.
Oh, they trapped the top level.
So rude.
Yahtzee!
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, adjusted 20.
You step into that space and you feel a plate give way underfoot. And you hear a click as a few small darts pop out from the holes in the rim of the wall behind you. But they pass onto your leg as you pull your foot up at the last second to dodge out of the way of the darts. They clatter against the stone on the opposite side.
I really thought you were just gonna catapult me off the top of the tower. I really thought you were just gonna knock me straight off to the ground level.
Well, you dodged the
I would've
poison
taken off my
darts.
headphones.
I was
so-
Out of here. Not here for that.
Just a trap door into the center of the tower that is a hollow room. Like, no.
and there's a door that I could have just like gone in the
The
whole
whole last 20 minutes of our
Stairs.
episode tonight is just
time.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You managed to dodge the dart trap.
Nice. That's my turn. Next turn, I'm starting to start raising this bitch.
This guy, feeling frustrated with the fact that he's missed, and I kid you not, at least 5 arrows, hasn't hit a single shot, will now attempt to study carefully and aim at Shark. Shark, you still prone?
I am still prone.
So you'll get a bonus to your AC.
bonus.
I have an AC bone.
First shot, 15.
Meosa.
Gotta be a miss.
And his
Meow.
third action will take another shot. I don't think.
How long can you rage for, Shark? How long? What's your duration?
It's like a combat.
It's
like
until the end of the combat, correct?
A minute? Okay.
Oh, it's a
all
minute.
enemies dead. Or like incapacitated.
yeah, at this level, it's 1 minute.
Okay.
How is a 19?
That's a hit.
That's a hit. Finally.
Even with that AC bone.
Yeah, because I'm raging, which is an AC anti-bone.
One might say a
You hate those negative
A
bones.
pen.
negative.
An AC pen.
AP pen?
AC pan.
Either way, Shark, this thing comes careening into your back as you're prone on the ground. And you will take 5 points of piercing damage. And because you are flat-footed, take 1 point of precision damage.
Okay.
That's the end of that character's turn. Feeling somewhat vindicated by the fact that he is now 1 for 7. Shark, it is your turn to do with as you please.
You heal 2 points.
Shark heals 2 points. Good. I
Good
go
call,
up
good
to
call.
an undisclosed number of hit points.
That is the
An undisclosed
second
single
of
digit.
4.
Still extremely problematic.
Second
Yeah,
of
no,
4 rounds.
Shark will stand up, take a step this way, and then
Chomp on him.
he's going down swinging.
We're going down.
I'll hero point it, because why not? Cracked die. That's going to be a hit.
What's
what
the
is
number?
That? Plus 9. 28.
28 does hit.
Is it a crit?
Hot.
No, not at all. Not even close, bro.
And Bastro unstoked me like a. So my
The
damage
worst bite cut right there.
Like a.
like a fool.
How much damage?
I'm rolling terrible on my d8s today. That's plus.
We tried rolling better.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. With the shield spell, they will actually consume the shield as you bite through. The magical barrier like shatters upon impact. It will shield block
Oh.
to reduce
cool.
the damage.
That's our first instance of shield block, which is a huge part of Pathfinder 2e now. So
Yeah,
like
it's
all
like a
these
big
different
part.
classes get this thing called shield block, where if you're carrying a shield and you have this feat, or the shield spell gives it to you for free with it, you can like negate some of the damage up to the hardness of the shield, and then damage beyond that. You and the shield both takes, like the object takes damage as well as you. But you resist like 5 of it, or for most things, or like 3 to 5 damage, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool. And it's a reaction, which we don't see a lot of with our party.
Yeah.
Especially at low levels, reaction.
Yeah.
Hard to come
If
by.
our GM would like let us level up.
Well, I don't let you do anything. I make you earn your rewards.
Well, we have 2 spellcasters. Spellcasters don't get a lot of them, including
Yeah.
alchemists.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not. I don't think we're very built for it.
Shark, is it the end of your turn?
Yeah, I stood up as an action. I moved.
Stand, move, bite.
So
Stand,
normally,
move, bite.
this guy's fuzzy friend would be going, but he's busy bleeding out on the ground behind you.
You take
Very
more
preoccupied.
consistent damage.
Just the most preoccupied person in the room.
This guy's gonna die.
It is now Twinkletoes. You watch
Go ahead.
Shark step up, bite out. You watch this like
Standing on his body.
barrier
I'm
of
just-
translucent yellow energy just shatter as Shark's jaws go through into the flesh of this person. What would you like to do?
Did the fallen angel tell us what he found in the chest?
3 action I can. I found the. I found
I mean,
a
I can if
cross-
you want.
Not a crossbow.
Short bow.
A short
Short
bow
bow,
with
short bow.
3 tangled,
2.
right? Tangled, 2
Two
tangled.
vine
Vine
arrows.
I think they were
Fine
vine
arrows.
arrows.
But they do the same thing roughly as a tanglefoot bag. Like, they're not all
Right,
that
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Okay. Twinkletoes is gonna reload and shoot at the dude that Shark is fighting.
Okay.
That's gonna be an 18 to hit.
An 18 unfortunately is not gonna hit.
Oh man, these people have great ACs. What the heck?
I don't
They're all higher level than us. And the high dex.
They're all what you might say dexterous.
Twinkletoes
Yeah.
is
Dexterous.
going to try to fascinate him
Okay.
by doing a little dance with her new cape.
Do a little dance. Get a little love. Get down tonight.
Get down.
Oh yeah, with your
Immediately.
like badass costume that you've got on.
It's
like a
so
bull-
friggin' cool.
It's like a bullfighting
so-
dance. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of picturing something like that. Yeah.
The
Oh,
like
hey.
sheen of the silver embroidery on it is like catching the light real nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
It's gonna be a 19 performance.
And this is against Will DC?
I can never remember.
I think it is, which means
Yeah,
that
it
you
is.
do
It's gotta be.
succeed.
nice.
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 Okay, so now I have panache. Sweet. That's my
Panache.
They're busy like blocking and dodging
Oh, there's
Shark's
the card.
bites. And all of a sudden, Shark, you watch as they just like look over your shoulder like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's pretty cool. Nice. Look at, did you see that embroidery?
Yes, it
Look at it, it's silver, man. That's really cool.
Did you see the sheen
Did
in
she,
the light?
did she do that herself? Like,
And then his neck is ripped out by Shark's teeth.
Yeah.
yeah, give
Show
me
gets a
a
little
second.
awkward.
Give me a moment
Yeah,
here.
like, hold on. Bite me in a second. This is cool.
Like, we'll come back to this. I like this, but we'll come back to it.
That's the end of my turn.
That's the end of it. Oh, I thought you were gonna follow that up.
We got cut off in roleplay. It's alright. That was...
Where was I? Lost is the answer because we're now at the top of the next round. This guy just gonna sprint. Bop, 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 bop. Striding all day, every day to right about meow. This guy is gonna take the first action to go 5, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, right.
Because he was commanded to flee. Then he you
great-
all watch
great
as he goes,
spell.
wait,
Great spell.
huh? And then begins 5, 15, 20. And will also attempt a long jump. The first part of that long jump action being that stride.
That's the best part of command is that if you don't crit, it's only one action. So like you tell him to run away, and then he just runs right back in. He just turns right around. in
He
the
long
same
jumps to here,
place. Oh, and then he drowns.
and then he
Oh my
sinks
God.
because he did not succeed a successful swim
Wait,
check
that's
this
so
round.
funny.
Oh, then he drowns in.
So you watch him run back, turn around, looking confused, run forward, jump. He looks like he's doing the Michael Jordan thing from the end of what was that
Space
movie?
Jam.
Space Jam. Thank you. I
Most of
blanked on
his
it.
career is what you're
Yes,
probably looking.
that long jump thing from that basketball game.
He did that a lot.
Except at the last moment, at the apex of the jump, he just woof, sinks straight into the water, and you watch as the ripple just collapses over his head as he sinks down. We'll sort him out later. Dr. Forsyth, what would you like to do?
Well, I have a thing first. So
I'm scared.
Okay.
So when you have a success on a swim check, we've been, I think, playing it like it's the same thing as climb, but it's different. It's 5 feet plus 5 for every 20 movement. So it's 10 feet I could have moved. Instead of just the 5 feet for the successful swim check I
Okay,
made
so
on
you're
my
one
turn.
square closer.
Right.
So you're
Is that-
on the land. Yeah.
Is that kosher?
That's not land, but yes, that's kosher.
So I still have to do another swim check.
You still have to
get
do
on the
another
land,
swim check.
correct? Yeah. Just because otherwise it would have been 2, so that matters a lot.
No, that does.
For my -1
Wait,
modifier on this roll.
I like to think that Will ruled it that way to give, equality and equity to Penumbra, who's got to climb 5 feet per round. But, you can take your advantage, swimmers.
Wait,
So
so
that's
Ben,
literally the rule of the action.
Yeah, whatever,
On a fail.
Ben.
on a fail, do you not move at all, or do you still move that 5 feet?
There's no failure listed, so I assume you
There's
just
no
don't
failure
move.
listed,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah,
think you just don't
The
move.
failure is no movement, but if you didn't succeed that turn, you start to drown, which means you have to hold your breath. If you crit fail, you lose extra breath.
Yeah.
And that's something that we don't need to go into right now because it doesn't apply. It's just unnecessary crunch that is unneeded right now.
So first action, I'm gonna swim.
Try to swim. I'd like to point that out.
Okay, yes, that's an 18.
Fine, you can get onto the land.
So I just get to here, right? And that's one action
Yeah, you move 10 feet in the water. Now you can stride.
in the water. Yeah.
now you can
Okay,
stride.
cool. All right, so that's one action. Second action, I'm gonna move to right behind Shark. And third action, I'm going to battle medicine Shark and make sure I'm gonna rip out some bandages and quickly try to pressure any bleeding wounds he has and patch him up as best I can. And I'm
This
gonna,
is a
I'm
good
gonna roll
idea.
for this again. Hero point. That's a natural 3. Hero pointing that. Okay, natural 14. That's a 23, which means I get my bonkers healing.
Can we occupy the squares of the flag? Like, is this an occupiable square or no?
No, the center, no.
No. Okay.
Wait, did you say? Sorry, I zoned out. 23 healing.
No, that was my roll. That was my medicine check. So
Oh.
total, it's 22 healing. It's close to that. You get 22 points of healing.
Effectively the same because I was 4 out of 20. So
4 out of 26. Yikes.
22 puts me exactly to full.
And the doctor patches you up and says, "Get Shark, we're so close. Get that."
And Ben was complaining about the enemy's health. I just want to point that out. Is that the end of your turn, Dr. Forsyth?
Yes, that was 3 actions.
Good.
Swim, move, battle medicine.
Bastro, you watch the brave Forsyth wade across the river. What would you like to do?
All right, Bastard's going to He's gonna cast Stoke the Heart on Shark again, so he's back to being stoked.
So
And
stoked.
then he's going to cast Guidance on Shark, so he gets a +1 to attack rolls.
Hey
Keeping my boy up. And then third action.
The hype team here is ridiculous.
Third action, let's see.
Can we rebrand the fallen angel to the hype boy?
The hype,
The hype
angel.
boy.
Third
Hype
action, I'm gonna
squad.
cast Shield on myself again, just in case. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. It is now this person's turn. This person will mutter some arcane words. And Shark, you feel this strange aura come over you as he does so. You're gonna take a -1 status penalty if you fail this will save. I need you to roll me a will save.
Can you use guidance on that? Can you guidance that?
If he has guidance on him, he can use it if he decides. Yeah.
No.
I don't know how guidance works in 2e. I don't remember.
Doesn't it give you a +1 to your next, or to a
Before
roll?
the duration ends, which is yeah. Okay, yeah. It would.
Let's see
Was he
what I
guided
can
last turn? He was guided last turn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then he'd be able to use that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can use it
If
if
he
you want.
wants to.
an option. It's an
I
option.
do not. It is a 19. Will.
19 is not
You
enough.
also have to decide whether you're using it before rolling. So
That's
I
why I
think he-
decided not to. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gray said before he rolled.
Well, we
It's
start talking
not
about it after.
quite
Yeah.
high
Oh, okay.
enough
Oh yeah, yeah.
that's
to
a-
resist the
that's a final?
effects
Level 2 DC 20 will save. Sick.
against the effects of Bane for a -1 to your
Bane.
attacks.
Yo.
that's
Well,
not that bad.
Luckily, it'll be counteracted by my guidance. So
Mm-hmm.
Bane is a fun spell.
This creature
is
will
fun.
then strike out with its rapier at Shark. Ooh. That is a number that has been rolled on a die.
I hope so.
Thank you for that, Will. Thank you for that.
Hey man, I'm
That's
just trying
usually
to
how they decide.
provide some color commentary. Tell the listening audience what's going on
Really
here.
John Madden style.
That is a
There you go.
ni-
We got Joe Buck here.
that is a 19 to hit.
that's a hit.
Assholes.
That's Sports Guy Tucker good. Here.
That is going to be 8 points of piercing damage as it slices into you. But that is the end of their turn. And the beginning of Penumbra's flag ceremony.
Yeah, so he thinks back to his time as like the spiritual leader of the Lyroon Kwa and the Shawanti, and all of the
Yeah.
color guard that he did there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he had to raise the flag every morning. He had to say the pledge of the Shawanti anthem,
Pull the freaking thing.
and this was his job. You know, this was his
Jesus.
role in the society.
It is the longest wind-up for the most insignificant interact action
Hey,
I've
give him
ever
this.
heard.
Jack's been
Yeah.
shoehorned into the most boring part of this combat. Give him this.
I didn't make him do anything. This is all you guys.
Is he
It's three
done?
actions to lift the flag, and that's my
Okay,
turn.
good.
The flag is now at the top, having spent all 3 actions. However, it needs to be tied off to count.
Yeah, next turn.
Little Archer Boy. Little Archer Boy. He's gonna fire 2 shots. The first one carefully aimed. The second one apparently not aimed because the wording of how this works. Both at Shark. First one coming in,
Oh,
14 to hit.
Miasa.
The second one coming in,
Which I'm okay with.
I don't get it. I don't understand why my second and third attacks are hitting, but my first ones never do.
You're cheating.
Naturally. But if I was cheating
cheat,
effectively, you'd already be dead. So, that is a 25 on the second shot.
Miss.
Naturally. That is going to be for compound longbow hitting you for 5 points of piercing damage. But you're not flat-footed, so no precision. That's
no, I am
unfortunate.
not.
Okay.
Feet not flat.
Foot unflattened.
Arch.
Teeth ready to fight.
Foot arched.
Foot arched. Teeth not.
That is the end of the
Wound
archer's turn. Shark,
Toes pointed.
your retort.
As Shark gets hit with this arrow and falls down a bunch more hit points. Yeah.
But you get 2 back.
Oh, that's right. Good
Round
call.
3 of Halo, or whatever it's called.
He steps a little bit extra hard on the guy that's bleeding out beneath.
Tries to squish a little more blood out.
Yeah, squish a little bit more out, and he'll
That's how
bite.
that works, right?
He'll
All right, that's
he'll
one
bite.
interact action.
That's one interact. Bite out at the guy in front of him.
Okay.
First bite.
Oh, sorry, that's gonna be at a -5 because squishing is actually an attack action. So
So I have -1 from Bane, but +1 from Guidance, which cancels out.
Yep.
Which is 19 to hit.
19, unfortunately, is a miss.
Wow.
Um,
That
I'll,
sucks.
second attack. I don't think I can hit. Oh, I rolled high. Let's see. It's gonna be plus.
Before you say it, he's going to.
And Bane consistent is persistent. Right?
Yeah,
Correct.
Vince for a
He is
long
going
time.
to nimble dodge to increase his AC as this attack comes out.
Okay.
Can he do that after shield blocking? Is he gone?
He can no longer shield, but he has a reaction called nimble
But
dodge.
shield block is the react. Has he
Shield
gone
block
since he
is a
shield
reaction.
blocked?
Yeah, because he shield blocked on Shark's last turn. And
Oh, right. Okay,
just
so he has
stabbed
gone
Shark.
since then.
Yeah.
Oh
okay.
yeah, he did. He did.
With
yeah.
-5 on the second attack, -6 counting Bane. That is a 21.
Yo.
Because he nimble dodged, it is not a hit.
That sucks. That
Uh,
sucks.
Oh,
Hit for the 20, and I missed my third bite.
wow.
I think he's sitting around like AC 20, and that would be 22
Yeah.
with the nimble dodge. I think you just missed him a couple times.
Really hard to hit these guys.
Right. The end of Shark's turn. Twinkle Toes.
Alrighty. Twinkle Toes is going to reload her crossbow. Go 5, 15, 20, 25, and fire at this dude.
Okay.
Don't you have 30 speed? Just remind me.
Oh, I do have 30 feet. Thank you. Yes, I'm gonna go one closer.
Oh wait, why do you have
Thank
30
you.
feet?
Panache.
Because I
panache.
have panache.
Oh, panache gives you a movement boost.
Is
Actually,
it 5
don't
feet?
Yes,
do that.
it gives me a
That's
five.
cool.
Yeah, I have a little note because I always forget.
Plus 5 feet speed.
And a +1 circumstance bonus. Also. So I am going to take a shot at this guy using. I'm gonna spend my panache. I'm gonna confident.
Confident finisher. Okay. All right. Okay.
finisher. Okay. Sorry, just 1 second. I'm double checking this. Okay. It's gonna be only a 16 to hit.
16, unfortunately, is not quite going to do it. The billowing
Well,
cloak.
I still do half of my precision damage.
It's true.
Anyway, so
That is true.
that's gonna be. Ooh, I rolled a 6 and a 2, so that's 8. So 4 points of damage on.
4 points of damage. The billowing black cloak around this person flourishes as they're moving, nimbly dodging back and forth with Shark, concealing the true form. But as you launch your bolt through, you see the slight reaction to the pain of a grazing shot. Is that the end of your turn?
It is.
It is. It is. It is. Top of round 7. Goodness gracious. This guy. No, that's the other guy. This guy is gonna go 5, and then try to swim. Because jumping apparently doesn't work that great if you miss. He'll get 5, 10, and then we'll stride with his third
Did he
action.
make his swim checks? He made those swim checks?
Well, he was here. Goes 5, 10 on his
Makes
first
one
swim.
check to get there. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Dr. Forsyth pointed out the rules that would let him do that. And then
Unfortunately, it has to go both ways.
with
You
his,
also look at his feet and they're webbed. So you're like, oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
this is
also got
actually a
floaties.
merfolk rogue. Yeah. He'll use his third action to get up there next to Dr. Forsyth. This guy is currently submerged and holding his breath.
That guy's drowning.
So we'll
He's
see.
sinking.
He's gonna roll a swim check. He's gonna fail his first check.
Oh no!
Second
That guy
check.
swam by him, by the way. He just pieced out. Saw that guy go underwater and then just...
Well,
Deuces.
they were swim buddies in the past. Like, they go to the lake every summer. He figured he knew what he was doing. But apparently not, because he fails the second check.
Dude, that's bad.
Third and final action. Natural 20. We're in there. Oh. I thought I was actually going to drown one of my own NPCs there. That was stressful. Dr. Forsyth, this ruffian, this scoundrel, appears next to you. What would you like to do?
All right. I'm gonna do something that I think everyone's gonna be slightly mad at me for.
Good. Good.
I love
Already
it.
mad at you. So.
I'm
would
already not
recommend?
mad.
So this is something that we mentioned this a while ago. Bleeding, like mechanical bleed, is
Do not
very.
kill this guy. Oh,
I'm not gonna
no.
heal him. I'm gonna stop the bleeding. That's what I'm
Stabilize.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can take an action to stall.
Well, no,
shit.
no. Stabilize doesn't stop bleeding, like unless you heal hit points. So I would have to heal him to stop the bleeding. There's an action to staunch bleeding that lets him re-roll a save, but he hasn't rolled the save to stop bleeding.
That you're aware of.
That's fair. That I'm aware of.
He's a bad guy. The medics will take care of him after the. It's fine.
It's kind of not your problem. Like, they
Yeah,
did say,
remember,
like, if
people
he
die
dies, he
here,
dies, but
man.
that's, like...
Yeah, but I'm a medical doctor. That's kind of my whole thing.
Yeah, but if
no,
you
you're
take
right.
time to save that guy, Shark could also die. So, like, you have to protect
Yeah.
Shark also.
Will, would it be an action to like do a perception check on him?
It would be a medicine check, yeah.
It's not just as bad as actually healing you.
No, because
Because you would take two actions. You'd look
No,
at him
stop-
to see he's dying, and then you'd
Stopping
take a
those-
second action.
stopping. This is what I was trying to say a while ago. Stopping bleeding is a two-action thing. It's more complicated than stabilize. All right, then you know what? Fuck him. He'll whisper to Shark.
There he is.
Shark, how are you doing? Can you withstand another assault?
You just turn around and the chunk in his ear is like bleeding, and he's like, "Oh, I think I could stay on my feet a bit longer, but I don't know how much longer."
Okay, then the doctor is going to drop his short bow, and is that still a free action in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, or is that
Yeah, that's fine.
an action? Okay, and then he will take
Three
his first
interact
action will then
actions.
be his first action will be interact to draw the silver short sword that he has,
Plunge it into the bleeding person below him.
and just execute. No,
Coup de grace.
Hold him
His-
hostage. Tell them we're gonna kill him if they don't give up.
Tell him that we want better wages. His second action is going to be to what's it called? Oh my god, I'm sorry, my turn's taking a million years.
I'm also sorry.
Devise a stratagem against the guy who who just appeared next to me,
All right.
Stratagem.
and that's a natural 17 for a 25 total.
Okay.
I
then
don't
his
think
third-
in any of our sessions you've rolled under a 15 to devise a stratagem. I think that's a fact. I think
Look,
you've
I can-
exclusively rolled
I
15
can
plus.
move my webcam to where I'm rolling dice and show you the natural.
Would you
17
like
I just
to
rolled.
take your free action knowledge check to recall knowledge?
Sure, I would.
It's gonna
what-
be
what
a
knowledge would it be?
It's gonna be a society.
Okay.
Society.
18 society.
This is clearly a human man, but by
Great.
sizing them up, you are able to tell that this man is clearly one half of what you might consider like a kind of a hammer and anvil type situation, where if he gets flanking on you, he's gonna hit way harder.
Okay.
Like the weaponry, the way he's postured, it looks like he's trying to edge around you, flank you, and be part of a distraction that will let him wail away at your weak points.
With anyone or with the other guy?
With
Like with-
flanking as defined by Pathfinder flanking.
Just in
rules.
general, okay.
Yeah, okay. So the doctor will call out, "Don't let them flank you," and he'll share all the information Will just shared. And then his third action, he will use his devise a stratagem with his silver short sword to take a strike. So does a 25 hit, Will?
Oh yeah.
All right. So he'll get his precise strike damage, which is not a lot, but that's 7 points of slashing damage.
7
And that's
points of slashing damage.
And who are you attacking? This guy right next to you? Yeah.
Yeah, the guy immediately next to me.
He was striking out in melee against the archer.
His very long, normal human arms.
Doctor, I must ask, is that the end of your turn?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I-
contractually obligated to make sure that you finished all of the 12 things that you can do. Bastro, you're up.
All right, that took way
All right. First action, sustain, stoke the heart for Shark. Second action, he's got free action. He's gonna look at Twinkle Toes and be like, "I hope I'm lucky," and he's just gonna take a leap action to jump into the water. He's gonna leap 10 feet.
So, okay. The leap action, as opposed
It's
to
just
the
one
long jump.
action. I don't have to make a check. I just go 10 feet. So, boop. And then third action, I'm gonna swim. So let's hope for this.
I'm imagining this cannonball as he descends into the water.
He tries to flap his arms while he's in the air, kind of.
Oh my gosh.
Watch his
Get a
Percy
hero-
just like
get a
floats off
hero
of his
point
shoulder and then lands once he bobs up.
Hero
Getting
point.
all the hero points today. Let's go. Keep it coming.
16. I think.
16.
It's just a. I don't
16
have
is
a
good enough to
athletic.
get you 10 feet of movement.
All right. 5,
To the shore.
10. Perfect. And that's
Alright.
3 of my actions.
That is 3 of Bastar's actions. It is now this person. This person is going to take a 5-foot step to there. He's going to strike
Into the
out.
water.
Oh, he's just floating on the water. That's
Oh, wait,
cool.
what? How is that not in
That's
the
pretty
water?
cool.
I'll let you take a look at that.
Has some land.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's like knee deep in water, but he can still hit you. He's gonna strike out with his rapier. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, that's against flat-footed, and that will be for 7 points of piercing damage and 3 points of precision. He'll then take another step action to there. Penumbra.
Penumbra, he's going to take his first action to tie off the flag and secure it as
We got a point.
the red
And then
flag in
swan
the
dive
air.
off the tower.
Which literally doesn't matter because this combat's ending in. So.
And then his next 2 actions, he's going to turn and see this absolute cluster going on down here, and some of his galactic and more celestial tattoos are going to light up, and then a beam of moonlight is going to shoot out of him at this guy right here.
Yeah.
Just a casual beam of moonlight.
Yeah, Moonbeam has 120 feet range.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
But what is moonlight if it's not reflected sunlight?
it's not shining really far.
Okay, how does this
I have
work?
to attack roll.
You have to attack roll, okay.
Ooh, natty 16 for a 24.
Wow, that'll do it. That'll hit him.
So that is. That's correct.
You're like a lighthouse at this point.
I seriously am, yeah. So that's 4 points of fire damage, but it also deals silver damage for the purposes of weaknesses, resistances, and the like. So just in case these guys are were people, I will deal silver damage.
It's funny you mentioned that. This guy is actually exceptionally allergic to silver.
He's also dazzled for 1 minute.
Dazzled, you say?
Yeah, so everything
That's-
around him is concealed.
Yeah, so
That's a good
Uh,
show.
Shark, Dr. Forsyth, and Bastro, the edges of your face heat up as you turn to see just this beam of light descending from the tower and slamming into the face. You watch as like some of the hairs on his face and head begin to singe in the heat. He like, as that beam ends, he like looks around as blinking his eyes watering, as he can no longer quite see due to his dazzled condition. Wow. What else you got for me, bud?
That's it. I tied the
That's
flag
it.
off and then 2 actions for Moonbeam.
That's it. What a turn.
That's all.
That was that guy. This gentleman with the bow is going to, seeing that, or assuming, hoping, wishing, praying that his friends have the island under control, is going to pop 2 shots, the first of which is aimed carefully at Twinkletoes. First one comes in 24. Finally getting a first hit there. That is going to be for 7 points of piercing damage as this composite longbow shot just comes sailing in and landing, knocking you right in the thigh. Excuse me. Second arrow comes streaking out towards you. Ooh, that's gonna be close. I don't think a 14 hits you though.
No.
Okay. Second arrow comes screaming at you, thumps into the sand at your feet. End of his turn is going to be Shark. Shark, what you got for me?
Shark's gonna turn to Hoodie McEdgelord and bite thrice.
Thrice bitten, twice
You also
shy.
How
get
long
2
does
points
Bane
of
last?
healing.
This is your last turn of
Yeah.
Halo healing, by the way.
Got
The
it.
halo kind of dissipates as you get the last of its light.
Yeah,
Is
I got
Bane still up?
Bane
long
is
is Bane
still
last?
up.
Okay.
It lasts for a minute.
Forever. Okay. All right. Natural 20 on the first attack. I'm gonna make
Let's
this
go.
guy bleed to death
Oh
too.
my god, your second 20, yo!
I'm gonna make this guy bleed to death. Oh, please let me roll really high. I'd to just like
Slaps this guy. Just
Super
rock his
hot.
world.
guy. I'd really like to. Nah.
Edgelord 3.
Yeah.
Wait,
that
who
is
was that
gonna
Lord
be
1?
Don't worry about it.
24 points of
Fair
damage
enough. 24 points of damage?
and 2 persistent bleed.
Good lord.
Christ.
And if he's still up, I'm gonna roll another natural 20 right
I
here.
I love the comments about health and numbers, and then Shark just crits for 24 damage with persistent bleed. Like, why do you think they're this high? It's because you could do this much damage.
He's still up.
He is still up, yes. Or they. I
Second
should say.
attack is a 20 to hit.
20. It's not
Dirty
gonna hit.
20.
It's not gonna hit.
And just fishing for a natural 20. No, that's actually a bummer. I rolled a natural 17. Doesn't hit. It's like a 16 or something.
One good solid nom, 2
That's solid
subpar noms from Shark. Twinkle Toes, bringing up the rear. What'd you like to do? Got slammed with an arrow. Second one missed.
Twinkle Toes is going to, in reaction to being shot at, do a backflip.
That's also my reaction to being shot at.
Yeah.
That's
of
really
course.
funny.
Is this performance or acrobatics?
Are you attempting to perform, or are you attempting to be an acrobat?
I mean,
Is this for
They
the
have
sake
to
of
say-
dazzling performance?
yeah. And
Then
I can use
performance.
either,
Performance.
but I can use either,
Then pick.
and I'm doing a backflip.
You tell me. You're the. If you can pick, you tell me.
Okay. It's gonna be acrobatics.
Okay.
Hero point.
Might as well.
4 for
Is
5.
that all
Let's
the
get
hero
it.
points now?
Is it all of them? I think it might be.
I think it is.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
classic hero point economy.
Oh no, you break your leg. Oh god.
That ankle
Definitively.
will be twisted for a week. It's crazy.
Why didn't? It was acrobatics. I could have just used assurance and gotten an 18.
I'm sorry.
Well, it didn't work the first time, so I'm gonna try it again.
Who are you targeting with the performance?
The first one, I was targeting this guy. The second time, I'm gonna go for this guy.
Okay.
Okay. Rather than a back handspring, though, or a backflip, I'm gonna do a back handspring this time.
Yeah, that ankle is still a little
Push
tender.
up a bit. I'm gonna use assurance this time, though.
What is your total with assurance?
18.
That is enough to successfully. What is it called again?
Fascinating.
Fascinate. Fascinate. Dazzle was on my mind because Penumbra shoots moonbeams. So
Panake!
I get my connect back.
we'll call that
Third action, I'm gonna reload my contract.
third action reload. And with the end of round 7, we're gonna have to call it there, ladies and gentlemen, for this week.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna have to finish it there for this week. As the brawl on this center island begins to encompass literally the entirety of the sand that is
Oh
available.
man.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. As I mentioned earlier, if you are enjoying what you're seeing, please go ahead and follow us on Twitch. It helps us out so much. If you already have, thank you for continuing to stick with us. We really enjoy doing this. We hope you enjoy watching. And we just wanted to thank you so much for continuing with us along this adventure. Have a great night, everyone. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week, next Sunday,
Thank you, guys.
same time, same place.
Much love. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a good night.